ready to start this over again?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, start it.
Hey there, everybody. It's Liam Landry here. We're trying to do this again with another stream with SummerSlam. WWE's network updates are really screwing us over here. But we finally got a way to mirror it to the Chromecast and do the stream from the computer. So both things should work a lot smoother now.
Yes.
I'm Coach John here with the Issa J.
Hello, everybody. You know me. Cool. Okay, no, you don't, but you know who I am. Like he said, I am Issa J. Yeah, right now, DJ and I are up 1 point from our predictions so far. Other than that, nothing is crazy yet.
Goldberg and Dolph Ziggler about to fight. Second match with the actual card. First one won by Becky Lynch.
Yes. And Becky Lynch, well, she won. So she's still champion. Yay. So now that this is actually going to go a lot smoother, and it looks like it's going smoother on our end as well. Let me do just a
Can I ask, why don't they ever really, cut the pizzas properly?
I don't know.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. Yay! And it looks like we're moving on smooth. So heck yeah.
They're doing full Goldberg entrance here.
They've even got pyro. Hip hip pyro. Hip hip pyro. So I'm gonna have our stream on, so that way we can keep an eye on everything. I'm gonna have it up here. We have show right there, and alrighty then. Let me just check something first. And yeah, we're just gonna do, and then from here on in, whenever a match ends, we're gonna do our review live. So yeah, that's how we're gonna be doing that. And I'm about to give me something to eat because I'm hungry. The plates are.
Took both plates that I brought up.
Thanks, sir.
I brought up the Mountain Dew too.
Yeah, I did see that, and I thank you so much.
Dog Ziggler in defeat, still trying to cut promo on full.
What the crud? Nope, not that one. Fans. I'm on like one.
Excuse me.
There we go. Yay! We're back.
Yeah,
You
we're
can hear
back.
us.
And better than ever.
So what had happened was our little bitty device that plugs everything in popped out of its USB port. So now we're back. And so that's what happened there. And I need to mute this. Mute that. Okay. We are golden, everybody.
Are in better shape than Dolph Ziggler, who is now, once again, has Goldberg come out and attack him.
Is he just begging to get killed off?
It's like, take off your shirt. My shirt's already off. That was a joke that I was trying to get before we even started doing live streams.
What?
The shirt. You remember when Goldberg was having that feud when he was coming back, and like he brought his kid into the ring and was like, took off his shirt, and then I just started making fun. It was like every time I see him, he's like, take off your shirt. Yeah. So what do you think of the night so far?
It's been like really fast.
Yep. I guess we can only say that's technically better than his match against Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it turned out to be exactly what everyone thought it was going to be.
Clash of Champions commercial.
How much of a troll would it be if, like, the longest match was Becky versus Natalia?
You'd say troll. I think worse matches would be longer. Kevin Owens versus Shane, for instance. Okay, yeah, let's see Xavier Woods here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking like Bo Derek there. New Day shirts, the more red look.
I like the color red.
Streams are still a little choppy.
I think it's only because of the
Network.
yeah, and it's mirrored versus
Let's just blend the network all together. That's network.
yeah,
There,
network
WWE.
12.
So there's Drake and Maverick.
He's wearing Raptor stuff, so he's a baby face.
Still looking for our truth there. Has one two posters ever helped him?
I mean, he has won the championship a few times, but I don't know if it was because of the posters.
Or in spite of them? Did you know that there's a point in the Hobbs and Shaw movie where The Rock says, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna take that chair, turn it sideways, and then shove it down your throat? Yes, WWE has copyright for up your kinky ass. That is like so weird that they would even go for it there. That's a weird movie in general.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Like it's, the whole series started off as like a realistic, street racing movie. Then just kind of kept going weirder and weirder. Now into sci-fi spy thriller mode.
Even to the point where they actually have people in certain super suits saying, "Oh, bad guy."
Yeah, well, he's a cyborg.
IRL.
Yeah, that's the character. He's a cyborg now. It's even going more ridiculous. Now it's like, oh, that character, he's
Oh boy.
Idris Elba's character is like, that's Jason Statham's old MI6 partner that joined this group of techno terrorists to give like extra powers through technology, and apparently he wanted Jason Statham to join, but Jason's like no, so Idris Elba's character was gonna kill him, and then so instead he shot Idris Elba's character, then he got remade into a cyborg, and now he's back. And I was like, what the hell, Jason? Or, what the hell, Shaw? You knew about the existence of a high-tech terrorist group? Like, you didn't tell anyone about this? I was just blank. Like, what?
Guess it wasn't all that important.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and I don't know, I'm not like the biggest fanatic about it. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen most of the recent ones. But it's like, I don't remember any point where it was like Shaw's backstory. It was like he was MI6. I think maybe that was in there. But that's weird because like one of the whole backstory parts is that his family is a family of thieves. And that was kind of like his big thing. But it's like his mom's and like dad's like super criminals, and when he was growing up with his sister, they would run scams and stuff and steal from people. But their main goal to grow up was to be an MI6 agent. And it's like, I don't know, it seems a little forced. And then, like, they made it seem that the terrorist group made it seem like Shaw killed all his teammates and like betrayed them, then that led him to be on the run. And it's like, don't know what this means. Like, maybe it was there before, and I just didn't know it. But and I was seeing just like the other day, like one of the cinema sins for like the one that introduced Shaw in there as like the main villain for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it starts off with him going up because apparently the crew injured or nearly killed his brother, and that's his motivation for going in there. But it's like, where is that now? That brother didn't want to become MI6. They show him like the past. He's running scams with his sister. Just show his sister.
Mm-hmm.
And he meets with his mother. I don't know, maybe the other younger brother died at that point, maybe. But it's like, you go to the mother and she's like, I would love to have you and your sister together again. And it's like, this seems like a character that should have already been introduced. I mean, you already had CIA in there. MI6 just seemed logical to be in there. That's, like I said, it seems like a character introduced just to do things. Apparently, leader of the tech cult also has a backstory with Hobbs, because for whatever reason they think no one can have, like, it can't be a new villain. It just, someone has to have a backstory, has to tie in with already existing characters. It reminds me a lot of Riverdale in that sense. But it's like, you can't just be a new thing, it has to tie into the already existing thing. It's like, that's not necessarily interesting.
Sometimes just making something new makes it a lot better.
Like, it's interesting when James Bond finds out that a lot of the villains that he's been fighting is working for a super secret agency that's been running the whole operations behind the scenes in Spectra, which I feel this is trying to be. It's trying to be Spectra, you know, for this. I was like, it's all this technology-based stuff.
Oh my gosh.
It's all truth with his Velveteen Dream cosplay.
That is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous that you have Carmella and All Truth trying to disguise themselves, hide in plain sight, really, as foreign announcers. I don't know what country they're supposed to be representing.
I missed it, but this is actually pretty funny.
Yeah, but yeah, it was, like I was saying, it's just kind of going, it was crazy. You have these real high-tech guys. Like I said, Idris Elba's character is literally a cyborg. And I don't know, it also seems weird. Like, Jason Statham doesn't seem that old. But like, Elba, he's in his 40s. So like, how is he exactly the partner? They just Drake Maverick. Yeah, that's weird. They jump to place to place. They go back to visit his brother, because that's the thing too. Is like they're introducing stuff. It's like you have the situation where it's like the Rock's daughter is like, "Hey Dad, I found this picture. Is that you and your brother? I don't know anything about your history and family." And it's like, and that's set up because they have to go back, because it's like a whole situation where there's like a super chemical virus that Jason Statham's sister injects into herself for some reason. Because like there's this briefcase thing that has it contained, and she injects it into herself to escape. That's like I'm remembering it as a briefcase. So it's like you could just took it and ran. Yeah, it was definitely loose, and she even picked it up beforehand to move it there. So it's not like it's a super heavy thing that you couldn't move, you know, without it. So but that's like the main plot, and they have to try to get a secret device to extract it from her without killing her. Then that device gets damaged, so they have to take it to the Rock's brother, who's a mechanic, in order to fix this medical device. Stop stop me if that seems a little far-fetched.
A mechanic that has to fix a medical device?
Yes, this like super medical device that's able to extract her blood and separate the virus. It's in capsules, and it's like they have to get it before it dissolves. But it's like it has to remove the capsules from the bloodstream without killing her. And the only person who can do that is The Rock's brother, so that they can set that up. Because it's all about family, because that's the main overarching theme is family in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that.
So we have this plot.
Yes.
That is really super convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought this would pass as sensible writing.
Right. Yeah, so it's like they interject that. They have a forced relationship between Shaw's sister and Hobbs. Shaw's Statham's character, Hobbs is Brock's character. So Statham's sister in Hobbs has a real forced relationship that doesn't have a lot of chemistry with it. Like he tracks her down because she's being framed for betraying MI6, and that was a cool move.
Mm-hmm.
She's being framed for betraying MI6 and stealing it, so he tracks her down for the CIA, gets her, and it's like after a little fight, and then it's like they have a little banter back and forth, but apparently that was supposed to be charming, and he has to leave her because he's like, oh, I gotta call my daughter because he's a family man, so he calls his daughter, and it's like he's talking to his daughter, and it's like they're so worried that it wasn't getting over that they were supposed to be a love interest that they had to go with their saying, because the daughter is like Ryan Reynolds' character works at the CIA, visited The Rock to ask him to go on a mission while he's having a breakfast with his daughter, so his daughter sees everything. Like Ryan Reynolds hands her the sensitive documents. It's
Wait,
actually,
Ryan Reynolds is in the movie?
yeah. It's actually funny that it sounds stupid, but he's supposed to be a stupid character.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, like he's supposed to be in this thing where he thinks they're super best friends. Like he got the same tribal tattoo as The Rock.
God.
And he has like half of a best friend's necklace. So that was actually pretty funny. He was almost like Deadpool in that situation. But like he hands it to her, and he's like, "Don't hand it to her." And it's like, she's old enough. So that was actually a legitimately funny part.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reynolds' a funny part. They also had what's his face, the comedian, little comedian that works with Rock a lot.
Black guy?
Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. He's also makes 2 appearances in there, and he's pretty funny as well. Because this is a lot more comedic than
Other movies?
the Fast and Furious movies, which I'm now having to say is more serious. But there's a lot more witty, a lot more banter between Hobbs and Shaw and like with everyone basically. But anyways, like so she sees him. Even there, she's like, "Oh, is all spies this hot?" And Rod's like, "No, she's exceptionally attractive for being a spy." So like when they're talking to her, she's like, "Did you capture the hot spy yet?" And it's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, you're getting along?" And it's like, "No, we're having trouble." And he's like, "Oh, sometimes when people don't get along, that just means that they really like each other." And it's like they were that worried that wasn't getting in. They had to have the daughter go and hammer in. It's like relationship. You're dating. You're gonna date by the end of this. But they don't have chemistry. So
That's funny.
yeah.
Alright, so every 5, what was it? It's 35, we can hit it again. But wow. And the fact that it's they decided to make it basically a parody of its own series.
Okay, so there's that. There's that whole stuff with like MI6, and it's like his sister doesn't like him, but she doesn't necessarily express that type of anger directly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
quick question. What the heck is Ricochet wearing?
I don't know. And it's
That was
like,
a cool takedown, though.
yeah. It's very light in there. And then there's the point where she finds out he didn't betray his MI6 group. He was just set up. And it's like, okay, yes. So, it's also not very action filled.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That was actually a nice little touch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice to sell.
Like his one foot is not doing good, so he only goes on one.
Yeah.
You don't see things that smart. Really, that's actually really smart selling.
Well, maybe not in WWE regularly, but
Well, that's what I meant.
and it also depends. I mean, I've seen Ruby Riott do something similar to that.
Okay. Because I know you
and
don't
then
like
it's
really selling of the knees and stuff.
Well, I don't like bad selling.
Mm-hmm.
So what else was in there? So it's like that was kind of a subplot in there.
Mm-hmm.
Then they kept it go there, and then they had to introduce a subplot that they gave their robbing plans nicknames of like famous rock stars,
Mm-hmm.
just to have a setup later. And it's like, what's the Mick Jagger? What's the Mick Jagger? And it's basically, as they explain it, is one person causes a distraction while the other person steals the stuff. And it's like, oh. Or it's like, one person causes a distraction and leads people into a trap where they like get beat up. But it's like, basically, it's just distraction. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are real innovators there. No one ever thought of laying a trap with a distraction. They set that up. And then there's all the stuff with Rock and his brother, because you have to introduce. And this is like near the end, they have to introduce all this stuff in like one like information drop. He's
Oh my
like,
gosh.
yes, my father. He wasn't really there for us. He only came back when some real slowdown there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he only came back for us when he needed a new crew to help him steal cars and stuff. And then after a little bit of being upset with each other, they went in there, and The Rock's mother was like, "We're a family. Stop." And they're like, "Okay."
They really love hammering home that they're family.
Well, they hammer it home after also going back and saying like, The Rock hasn't been back in 25 years because of this was apparently so bad. And the mom just had to been like, your family, and it's like, I don't even know why he's that upset about it anymore. It's not like they're even still criminals.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so clearly they recognize the fact that the father was messed up
Mm-hmm.
in that regard. So it'd be a bigger deal if like it ended with his brother also going to jail,
Yeah.
but they don't do that. And or even like, hey, like be darker, like, oh, his father went to jail and then got shanked or something. So it's like it's The Rock's fault his father's dead, but they don't go that dark. It's very light. And it's like, and they don't want, I guess they don't want the brother to still be a criminal or something, because they were afraid it won't look good or something. And they don't have guns anymore because the mother got rid of them all. So they had to, like, the bad guys have guns that are only activated if you're wearing the glove that has like an RFID chip in it,
Mm-hmm.
and you can only shoot that way. So they just they like make it so that they can block it because they stole one of the gloves, so they block it. So the last fight goes down where they're just fighting with Samoan weapons.
Hmm.
And being
Didn't they have like a spear and a rock bottom in that movie too?
Yes. That's just traditional Samoan weapons. So, but that's where the hammer thing came in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that the whole scene, there was like the one where they throwing it at the guys, and it's like, so yeah, so this group of Samoan mechanics or went and fought off this terrorist group. I mean, I guess the terrorist group didn't have weapons at that point, but still.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that one was tested out too, and that's a real move as well, but not put in correctly. But
yeah, so
yeah, had a good time.
I mean, like I said, it goes like early on. There's a little bit of fighting, but it's very quick and a kind of clutch there. So there's a little bit of fighting. Then there's a little bit more fighting, and that leads to a chase scene that really is not exciting. Then nothing. The scene of them breaking into the terrorist group in Russia, big fight scene and chase scene and stuff ensues. You know, it's pretty cool. Them go to Samoa to visit The Rock's brother. And big fight scene happens there. And then, you know, that's the movie. So it's like, it's really near that end you have the real over-the-top scenes. Mm-hmm. Like, when it comes to that chase scene, the only real incredible one was the one they showed in the trailers with the going out of the truck.
Really?
After that, it's just a fairly normal chase scene.
That's upsetting.
They're driving around shooting each other. It's nothing to write home about.
Yeah. I'm actually really liking this match way more than what they did in Extreme Rules.
Yeah, no, this is a good match so far.
The one in Extreme Rules is just so slow and plodding, and I do not like that type of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is clumsy.
Yeah, you had so. But it doesn't even seem like there was that much incredible action. Oh, but he had Super Rock in this to like an extreme level. It's a little ridiculous. There's a point. You see it in the trailer too, and it's like, what the hell? Like when they're like, Idris Elba steals Shaw's sister, and they're like propelling down the side of the building, and like The Rock, he's like sliding down, and he's like, I gotta reach him, and it's like he jumps off and like lands on one guy's propelling, and like, well no, it's like Idris Elba gets to like this platform underneath, and like he jumps off.
Oh wow, nice catch.
Yeah.
Styles Clash. That was cool. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Wow.
AJ Styles wins clean here. Ugh. So it comes down
To Kofi
to
Orton.
me. Wow.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, so like Idris Elba, he's like on this glass platform thing, like so you see in the trailer. They go, and The Rock's like, gotta get to him, and it's like he just jumps, and he lands on top of him, and crashes straight through it. Comes out fine. It's like, what the hell? There's a point later on, like you can see some of it in the trailer, but there's like, they use a bunch of trucks, like tow trucks and stuff, and like he takes the chain from the tow truck and like whips it around the helicopter, and is like trying to hold on. Oh, but no, the chain broke. So The Rock goes and like grabs the chain, grabs onto the truck, and you're like, oh, and he like pulls it.
Oh my gosh.
To put it back into the well. It's like,
Magic Killer.
it's
Don't
like,
the Evil and Sonata use that move too?
yeah. And it's like, oh my god, this is ridiculous.
That's so funny.
And you learn to finally beat Idris Elba's character with the power of teamwork. And it's like, that's like literally how it goes. And it's like the point where it's like, hey, if we both attack him at the same time, he can only attack you, and then he's open to a shot from me.
Dang it, Google. That's funny. So, I actually really like this match, and what a surprising victory for AJ Styles. I didn't think he was going to win clean here. Really pleased about that, because now I might be champion again. Who knows?
Street Profits there. Did you see that it was spelled with an extra F in the in like the arena? You have that banner that goes around with like the names.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they read it with an extra F. I don't know if it's an II Comics situation.
I hope not. But yeah, I was that's right. They came out first in their match, and I saw their little logo, and I was like, "What the crud does that mean?" It took me a while to realize Street Profits.
You were like San Francisco Giants.
Why is Ric Flair there?
Wanted to go to Canada?
I guess so. Well, I mean, he's not Nuso, so he didn't get detained.
Right.
So why did the Usos get detained?
It must have been from the recent arrest.
Nah, that makes sense.
I mean, I don't even think it was a detention. I think it was just the visa blocked thing.
Okay, yeah. Ah, the mines.
Talking about the TV show. He's not just saying like. He's not talking about the civilization as a whole. Ah, the Mayans.
that would be ridiculous.
Experts of calendars.
Well, they weren't that expert. They got the end of the world wrong.
No, that's just what people who don't know what the calendar is supposed to mean. The whole thing is that the way their calendars work is that they always have an end cycle, and that's just supposed to be like the end of an era type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like if the Mayans kept on going, it would have been like that calendar went to 2012, then they would make the next calendar going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it was never supposed to be the end of the world. That was just
I never thought that.
That was just a whole bunch of hullabaloo. The Mayans never said it like that. Their calendars ended multiple times,
mm-hmm.
and it's like it's just supposed to represent like the end of an era, you know.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's kind of freaky having the moon there. That.
Yeah, think of the tides.
They're all screwed up now.
All of the flashbacks to Majora's Mask. But yeah, Hobbs and Shaw, that's an interesting movie to say the least. Shaw being upset that The Rock Hobbs wants to impregnate his sister. That was a line in there when he's saying like you're annoying like a pit bull's ball sack, and it's like you're just hanging there waiting to impregnate my sister. I think the only way that they could have really spun that if Hobbs was like, I think a pit bull is gonna impregnate your sister. So there's some funny stuff that works. A lot of times banter just kind of gets tiring after a while. And it's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about that one scene in a trailer where I think it's when they start to kidnap the sister and they're going down the windows.
Uh-huh.
Like, why the heck did he just jump and you're just falling with no like support or parachute or whatever, and just how does he not die?
That's what I already said. He jumped, crashed through the thing, and was like, fine, I don't care.
Did that kill the other guy?
No. Well, the other guy was a cyborg. It makes sense.
Oh.
I don't know why he didn't kill Hobbs.
I guess he's been a secret cyborg
He's a
this whole time.
Fast and Furious 26. They were all cyborgs.
They were a government. They were all a government.
It actually becomes like a Twilight Zone episode where one person is freaking out because they're the only one who's not a cyborg.
Right.
That's Tyreek. He's
Tyrese.
that's
To be fair, Tyrese Gibson freaking out for most of a movie would actually be interesting because he has a lot of charisma.
yeah. It'll just be like that one episode of Twilight Zone, the Pigman episode. You seen that one before?
I have not.
No, but it was a classic. It was all shot in the dark, but this woman, she's like really upset because of how ugly she is, trying to get surgery for it because she's like a freak. But then, boom! All of a sudden, you see her in a light, and she looks like a very beautiful woman. And it actually turns out everyone around her is pig-faced people. And that's it. Like that's Tyree. You just finds out everyone's cyborgs except for me. That's why he never contributes. He can't because he's not cyborg.
That would explain why the timeline's all screwed up too.
Yes. That's just gonna be the answer for everything. It's like, why was that? Why was that runway so long? Cyborgs. The cybernetic runway just kept on extending. See, something like that's just dumb. Because that's a wasted opportunity to not have that plane go up in the air and do some airplane stunts. Think how much cooler that would have been if they're like all of a sudden it's like there's fight in the cockpit. So now the plane's spinning out of control. So they had to fight while the plane's spinning, and they're up in the air. Some zero-G action comes on. It's like that would have been so much cooler of an action scene. That's a wasted opportunity.
I mean, I've never actually seen the movie Inception, but I have seen the fight scene where they literally have a zero-G machine giving them, and them being able to do that looks really bloody awesome. So they should have done that. All practical effects too.
There's one good thing. In there was only like one close-up of a woman's butt. Progress. I would say that most of the movie only had one. Because it's like very early on they both are tracking down the virus separately from sources, so they go beat up people, and their shot goes to like this party that has a woman that has close up the butt. Then after that, you have a quick look at Hobbs' daughter's aunt that's watching her, and then you have Shaw's sister, and then that's like no more women until you get to The Rock's mother. So I think it's mostly because he didn't have an opportunity. But at least, I mean, I guess that gives him better credit. They could have just had all of Shaw's sister's scenes filmed from like her behind. So I guess I gotta give him credit there.
Yeah.
That's like.
So,
but they try with that scene though, because like it really just cuts right to the butts of the woman, and then zooms out. You almost attacked by the butt of the woman.
So what were your thoughts on the last match?
Oh no, it was mostly like you. I thought it was a real good matchup. Good selling and everything. Surprised.
It was finally what I was hoping to see last pay-per-view. I was just so upset with them doing the whole Ricochet just on the ground, on the mat, most of it, just getting beat up all the bloody time. That does not compel me at all. I would say I would say go check out Takeover soon if you can. That was a really great show. And see if anybody's down in the chats with us. Not yet.
Oh, and did I say Hobbs has like a lot of family?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You just go there. There's like 100 people. He just calls them all Uso, which means a brother.
Mm-hmm.
All the family, and you just see the whole time Roman Reigns just in the background of like everything. It's like I would feel like someone who doesn't know wrestling must have been so confused. It's like you have this one guy who's just like to you, he's just an extra, but he's so prominent there, and he gets the Samoan drop and the spear. He goes back to back with Hobbs fighting people, and you're like, why this guy? Why not Hobbs' brother? That would make more sense.
Not even his brother?
Well, like the brother, I'm sure was fighting and stuff, but I'm saying like he literally goes back to back with the Roman Reigns.
No, what I'm saying is that not even the brother gets that showcase.
No,
That's so funny.
it's Roman Reigns, and you don't even know what his relationship is to The Rock.
Oh, really?
He literally doesn't talk.
Roman Reigns literally does not talk.
Does not talk. So he's just this one guy who's there. You don't know what his relationship is to The Rock's character.
All you know that he's there.
He's there. He's very prominent. When they have the whole truck thing, they have to like, oh, the helicopter's trying to lift it off, so they have to keep adding more trucks. Like the truck comes in and they hook it up. Like when the first truck comes in, Roman's on the back of it, so he's throwing a hook to hook it onto the other one. And it's like, so he's like prominently there, which I would think would be confusing to anyone who doesn't know who he is and why he would be there. But it's like that comes to a cool looking scene because like they're all hooked up and like the helicopter keeps trying to pull off, and so it's like just suspending multiple trucks, and they have to hit the nitros that they have in the pickup trucks for some reason, but they finally try to pull it down more. And it's after that scene that the chain breaks and he has to. Oh, it was just the most ridiculous scene of the entire series. It has to be.
And a 1, and a 2, and a kick out for Ember Moon.
So, seen any good movies lately?
Technically, yes. We haven't been able to finish it yet because every time we've watched it, it's been really late, and it's been after work, and my girlfriend has been really, really tired. This does not look very effective.
No.
Why do they give Bailey all these sucky things to do? I feel so bad for Bailey. She used to be so great.
So what was the movie?
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. She has never seen it, so we've been watching it, and I actually.
But you've seen it, huh?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Oh, I love that movie. But this time, which is different for me, is the
She barely got
extended.
it there with the head scissors.
Barely made it.
So extended edition.
It's extended edition. Wow, she missed. Super kick. Anyways, watching.
So it's like 10 hours long?
3 hours, 46 minutes. But that's including the end credits, so I'm not exactly sure the entire runtime.
I'm sure.
Just film.
I'm sure your girlfriend must be like really upset about this. Does she know there's 3 of them?
She does.
Okay, good. Because it's like you can't just stop at the first one.
No, not at all.
Because the first one's not even the best one. They get better.
Oh, I love all 3.
I'm saying like the other ones are better ones. So it's like I just saw that argument the other day. Someone's like, "Yeah, I just watched the first one." It's like you just watched the first one. Like, can I go and watch the other 2? It's like not only are they better, they're the actual end of the story. You don't get anything if you just watch the first one.
Right.
You know.
But yeah, we're watching the extended edition, so a lot of scenes that I've never seen before is in there, and it's really, really. I absolutely
Did they finally show the scene of second breakfast?
Nope.
No.
Strider does not believe in second breakfast. But
I don't know what that move was. It was pretty cool.
I know. She is Ember Moon is so innovative, however you want to say it. But yeah, so and then season 5 of iZombie just premiered on Netflix, so we've been getting ready to finish that one. It was like an interesting codebreaker style move.
Yeah, so.
But I will say this.
We are always going to watch The Hobbit.
Pippin, I want to, so I'll eventually watch it. But Pippin, I've always been a Pippin fan, and to really see his arc again from fresh eyes is really, really interesting, because you really get to see him be this dim-witted hobbit who is just go with the flow to become someone who really is prominent in the final arcs of Return of the King, which is so the way they wrote the story is so amazing. Absolutely love that movie and that trilogy.
So,
Who's your favorite character?
The dwarf.
Gimli.
Yes. I like dwarves stories like that, and I don't know, I just find them interesting because they're all rough and rough.
Mm-hmm.
Beat people
Mine.
up. Don't like elves.
Mm.
Lord of the Rings is one of those problems, especially like when you got to the Hobbit. I felt because it was like so much like elf overload. It's like, oh no,
Bailey wins.
army of orcs, 100 orcs coming this way. 3 elves like, we got this. Choo 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 choo. All dead. I was crazy in the Hobbit. It was like orcs were nothing. Goblins were even less than nothing. There's literally a scene in the Hobbit, the last one, where it was like, and this is for dwarves, this is not even elves, but they're like, oh no, there's 100 goblins and 2 dwarves go off, and like they come back and it's like, we finished them off. You said there was 100 of them. How did 2 of you do that?
That's great.
It's like, how are any of the bad guys threats? You just whipping them off. And even in there, one that happens off screen. There's another one where it's like was the main dwarf and maybe one other dwarf, and they're like fighting off all the orcs, and it's like 20 or 30 orcs coming at them. That are like just fighting them off without problem.
The thing that the orcs, what are they called? The goblin orc hybrids. What do they call them again?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. If anybody knows, comment down below and helps out. But it's really interesting because those guys, the orcs and those guys, and the 2 towers are rushing the wall, and one guy has explosives, and the archers are like trying to get him, hits him. He just does not go down, and he ends up breaking the defenses. And it isn't until Gandalf gets the reinforcements that the protagonists actually were able to win that war.
Like you go for the Hobbit, it's like that one orc goblin hybrid, he's carrying something, but his distance, like 200 yards, took care of him. And also all 50 of the other people around him with one arrow. And it's like,
oh my god.
What the hell? And it's like, they're really just shoving, like, elves are awesome. It's like, calm down.
I mean, I do like Legolas. I do think he's a really good character. But I think
he's cool, he's down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
No, but there's a reason why the dwarves don't like elves.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's even the whole thing. It's like I never thought I'd die fighting alongside an elf. Well, how about thinking of fighting alongside a brother? You know, so it's like that was the whole thing. It's like they have tensions because the elves give a superiority complex, and that's one of the things like you always see in elves. Outside of like Santa Claus things, It's like the elves are always like superiority complexes.
I mean, yeah, you really get that in the story between Elrond and Arwen. They
Because then you want them to like have a relationship and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that same in Skyrim. The elves are real.
You won't be able to make it.
No. That's always a problem too when it comes in. It's like like I told you before, I always play as Argonian, so anyone watching that knows it, you know. It's like there's always jerks. That's one of the big problems with Skyrim. Like, not a lot of people like it, but it's like you get separated between like elves on one side of the Civil War and Nords on the other. And it's like, it's like high elves and Nords, racist or racist? Which racist should I choose? That's it. It's like the high elves are racist. They're eugenicists. They completely leave their spirit to everyone else. And Nords are also racist.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, just going with it. And then there's just even other things. Like, I guess, like, what elves? I guess I'm good with Elder Scrolls. Because they're actually treated badly by high elves too. They're treated like secondary citizens. And though granted, traditional wood elves are technically cannibals, but part of the lore.
They eat other elves?
In their backstory, they live in this wooded area that was protected by forest spirits, and they made a pact that said you can, number one, you can't destroy anything related to plants or wood life. And the other part was that if you kill something, you must use all of its parts. So that also means they have to use all the parts when they kill another person. So that's why I'm saying, like, traditional wood elves from was it Bosnia, but wherever their location is, they still follow that because it's part of their traditional pact. So I don't really have, I can excuse that, you know, it's that's a spiritual pact. Like, if they probably don't fulfill it, they'll probably be in trouble with the wood spirits kicked out of their home. I understand that. So I'm kind of okay with them. High elves, no. Dark elves, hell no. Because dark elves enslaved the Argonians. And I think by Skyrim that's all done yet by that time. Because in between games, the Red Mountain, the mountain that, like a big mountain that's in the Morrowind, which is Dark Elf territory, blows up and basically wrecks house for the Dark Elves. It actually allows the Argonians to capture most of the lower part of Morrowind, which is great. So I think after that point, most of the Argonians ended up being freed. But it's like, yeah, it's still up to that point. Like, you go to one city and it's like, oh no, the poor Dark Elves, they're treated poorly. And it's like, I'm Argonian. They enslaved my people. It's even worse, you go back to the history. The Dark Elves and Argonians used to team up and were part of a conflict because there was like major conflict, and it's like all the different races teamed up with one another. And when they teamed up with the Dark Elves, and after that happened, they were like, those Argonians can be good slaves. And then started enslaving us. And it's like,
I wonder who I would be if I was able to play some Skyrim.
well, you can't be a Dark Elf.
I wouldn't be a dark elf.
And you know, I don't go and hate all Dark Elves, you know, by just blaming that on them, you know. I don't feel that's right. But still, it's difficult to ask me to feel bad for them. Especially since at the time, the Argonians are treated badly too. Like, that city, there's Argonians there, but they're not allowed to live in the city, so they have to sleep on the docks.
Wow.
Where they were, so it's like, yeah, it's shitty for them too. That's actually owned by the main side of the Nords part of the civil fashion. So like I said, they're racist. It's like racist or racist. Where are you gonna go?
That's messed up.
And it's like, it's one of the biggest attractions. Like, yeah, guess I'll just go. I always go with the Imperials. Because even if, like, the first time I did it, I was like, I'll go to both factions and see what their starting mission is and see which one just sounds easier for me to do. And like, even when I go to the Nords, they're like, okay, we'll give you a mission. It's a little odd that you want to join us since you're an Argonian. So it's like, even they acknowledge the fact that you weren't a Nord. There's no reason to join that side. So that's one of the big takeaways from that is like, you feel like one major part of the conflict is like completely overthrown if you're not a high elf, an Imperial, or Nord. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah, but I think my favorite is either Merry or Pippin or Aragon. I really like those characters.
I like Sam as well.
Sam?
Yeah.
Sam Wise? Yes.
Yeah.
I love how he's always...
I can't carry the ring finger, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you. You know, he was just trending the other day, the actor.
Sean Astin? Cool.
Yeah, because he had this cute photo of him playing with otters in a pool. But then, like, the big thing became, like, everyone was tweeting out, like, oh, Stranger Things, Sean, what was his last name?
Astin?
Yeah, Stranger Things, Sean Astin, playing with otters. And people are like, excuse me, don't you mean Lord of the Rings? Sean Astin?
Nice.
And then other people are like, don't you mean Goonies, Sean Astin? And they were just like going over like every movie he's done, saying like, no, that's the role that he should be known by. And I was like, I mean, I guess to be fair, even with just little knowledge of the Stranger Things, I've never seen the character before, so I'm sure Lord of the Rings was probably a more major role for him. Or Goonies, really.
So what are your thoughts on Goonies?
I've never seen it before.
Oh, okay.
I think he's actually the one who does it's all time speech.
Well, I know he's the main character in Goonies.
Yeah.
The main boy.
Down here, it's our time. It's our time down here.
I know that the other big name is Corey Feldman.
I think the guy who plays Leonard Hofstadter is also in there too. Huh?
Which one?
The guy who plays Leonard Hofstadter from Big Bang Theory.
I don't know who that one is. I don't watch that show.
No, I'm pretty sure he's in there because it seemed like Jimmy Kimmel do a joking thing where he like dressed up, you know, as the character. So I'm figuring he must have been in there as a kid.
I'd have to see.
So, boop, boop, doo, 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 doo. Oh, I like the tree.
Treebeard, yes.
It's cool. You know, in Elder Scrolls, they're sentient trees too. They don't actually move around, but it's connected to the Argonians. Like what it said is like the trees are ancient and sentient and have magical properties, and like they saw like elves and early man, and they're like, huh, that looks cool, let's make our own. So they manipulated the sap to manipulate lizards in the swamp to grow into humans like creatures, and that became the Argonians.
Oh, okay.
So the Argonians were actually created by the Hiss trees. That's what they called Hiss trees. So it's kind of part of their lifestyle, religion type aspects.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Interesting.
so because of that, they drink from the sap at a young age, and that allows them the ability to communicate with the histories. But there's not a lot of the histories. So you make a good comparison for like another pop culture thing. You can also think like histories to the Weirwoods in Game of Thrones, where like you had
the crying trees, right?
Yeah, where you had like the children of the forest where he was communicate with them, but then when these groups of other religions came, they tore down most of them. And that same thing happened in Elder Scrolls. Most of the histories got torn down, except for the ones that are still in Algonia.
No, yeah, I had actually a very weird and interesting intro to Lord of the Rings. I saw the final hour of the second movie first. So it was two towers, and it was at the Battle of... I don't remember
That's
the
always
location. But it was the war with the orc thing running in, and all the elves and the humans working together, and then that was the first time I ever saw Lord of the Rings. And then actually got to see the entire trilogy all the way through once. Loved it ever since.
I'm trying to remember the group, but it's like it's a real annoying group. Watch a few videos of them, but they're always in the. One thing I hate about theories is how they like try to real force that in when it comes to like any type of film theories, and it's like, what are you even talking about? It's trying to be controversial. They had like one where it's like, is Sauron actually the Sauron actually the good guy?
Sauron, wow.
And it's like, no, and then they're just going a whole bunch of BS, and it's like, what are you even talking about? And like, he's the underdog, and it's like, that doesn't mean anything.
But he's actually not the underdog.
It's like,
not at all.
no, it's like he's not even. They had one real stupid part where they were like, isn't the orcs just like manipulated elves? And it's like, yeah. Well, doesn't that mean the elves are just killing like prisoners of war that were tortured? And it's like, well, wouldn't you be more upset about the person who tortured them? Because that's the orcs' backstories that are actually made from elves.
Pop up, power bomb.
And they also made it. That also goes to another point that even contradicts it, because they're like, you know, elves, they're immortal. That means they don't progress with time. And it's like, yeah, that's a real thing. But as you just pointed out, orcs are just elves. So that means orcs also don't age and don't progress with time. So your whole fact that elves will probably will never progress and be more progressive and less races. And it's like the same thing will happen with orcs. The only groups that do age is the humans. That's like one of the points of
I think, and the hobbits.
I think to a degree.
Yeah.
But I think they're still well longer lived than humans are. But that's one of the things of it was the book that goes over the backstory of like of all of Lord of the Rings world. It's like they were made special because they can age and die, which will mean that eventually they'll progress faster than elves and dwarves and stuff. So humans are actually very special in that way, even though it can't really be seen right now because long life sounds better than, you know, right. So that's even a point in the stories. But it's like it still goes to the orcs, and it's like all stupid stuff. I hate it. They also had a thing where they're like, which movie after
Frog Splash.
They had like, which movie Afterlife is better for a dog that dies. He's dressed like a ref, but he doesn't take a bump like a ref. It's like, what movie Afterlife is best for a dead dog? And he's like, someone's like, yeah, well, it would be all dogs go to heaven, duh. And they're like, oh, well, the whole point of that movie is that not all dogs do go to heaven.
Kevin's losing.
Yeah, I knew that when I thought about it a little. But it's like, the whole point of the movie isn't that all dogs go to heaven. No, the whole point is that they do go to heaven. But heaven doesn't mean anything if it's automatic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, at no point in the movie did they say, like, the only time a dog go to hell is if they rejected heaven. Like the main character did. Because even the bad guy of the film went to heaven. I was like,
wow, he does not bump like a ref at all.
Nope. So, that group of people really made upset me. When I saw that years ago, now, as I say, that's, like I said, my major problem when it comes to a lot of the theory channels is how they like try to force theories in by manipulating facts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe someone will actually get a win off of Shane McMahon.
You know what's really funny?
1, 2, 3. But
Alright, Kevin Owens does win. Yay.
surprised they didn't have a part like after the 3. He like still picks up his shoulder. It's like, oh, just too late.
That whole bit was done last night with Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. Cole brought in the wrestling match. Cole brings in a steel chair, and the referee's like, "I will disqualify you. I will disqualify you." He hands it to him. The ref's back's turned, getting rid of the chair. Kicks Gargano in the balls. So it was like, I cannot believe they did that twice in a row.
Man. Just think if like they had that match and like you got to the third stipulation and William Regal comes out and he's like, the third stipulation is a 2 out of 3 falls match.
It'd be a never-ending.
Or it's the third one and it's like, empty arena match. Everybody please vacate the building now.
Alright, the third one is going to be
You can
a
watch
1 hour Iron Man match. What? What are you doing, man? What other ridiculous matches or ridiculous stipulations could he have done that would make no sense?
I don't know. An interesting one could have been like, the last stipulation is a ladder match.
Ladder matches that don't have something hanging for you to acquire.
Oh, you have the
makes no
championship.
sense. I know. But I'm just saying, makes no sense.
Or how about this? Last fall will be a best of 7 series. Go.
Everyone really loves you guys.
You know what I just thought about that? They basically gave away the fact that they were going to trade off the falls. Like, why was I'll pick the last fall if it gets to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A little word and change would have helped a lot more. Third fall will be an Inferno match.
We haven't seen one of those in a while.
The third fall will be a battle royal. Come on, everybody!
If you survive,
by but to make it fair, everyone would have to eliminate everyone else twice, but except for Cole.
Or just like, if any of y'all get eliminated before anybody else, well, then you are the winner. So basically, if Cole gets dumped out and Gargano's still in the match, he would automatically win. But they still have to finish the battle royale.
The third fall will be an intergender match. Intergender tag team match. Go. Oh, elimination intergender tag team match. It's like Johnny pins Cole, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, guess we gotta leave." Goes back. And it's the women, wherever the women is left, they have to fight each other. And then the winner of that becomes the new champion. And they're like, what?
What's going on? Oh my god.
You want a lifetime supply of Klondike bars? You know what a lifetime supply of Klondike bars is for me?
One Klondike bar?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Not the biggest fan of Klondike bars?
I don't get the appeal. It's like, you, for the most part, it's going to be messier because you have to, at some point, hold on to the ice cream thing. It's like, I just take like a Dove bar. It's got better chocolate, anyways. And it's a stick you can hold on. See, for the love of God, you were in range. You should have been able to see something. She's working with them.
Oh, I don't think that's Charlie. I think that's Kayla.
Kayla, you should have seen something. Yeah, I think she went over there still with. Yeah, she still has the mic. It's like, Roman Reigns, you were just crushed. What are you gonna do next?
That's dangerous, man.
Did you see the kayfabe tweet that was, what was it? They were saying like the Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein suicide seems just as convincing as the Roman Reigns being attacked by a forklift driver. So what do you think? You buy any conspiracy theories?
Not many.
No, I mean like on that.
On this?
No, on
Wait.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh. I don't know.
Do you know who he is?
Not really. I've heard the name before, but I honestly couldn't place him.
This guy who was busted for having like an island that he brought underage women to and stuff. What? Oh, the camera on
Yes.
the
Inside of the stinking car. What?
and it's like whoever did this
How
attack,
did they get that footage?
whoever did
That
this
doesn't
attack
make any
was nice enough to give us this footage.
It doesn't make a lick of sense, man. Come on, dude. If you wanna have something like this, you have to at least make it look realistic. You wouldn't have that footage.
It's so stupid because he did this exact same situation with Aleister Black last year or earlier this. No, it had to have been last year.
And way better.
Yeah, it's like you should have known how to do it by that.
I think Vince McMahon is finally watching NXT. It's like, wow, I want to do this.
Off and on. He's like, Aleister Black got attacked. I don't think I had to see anything more after that. I know who did it. It was the Velveteen Dream. But Epstein, so he was pedophile and all, but he was a wealthy guy, had a lot of connections with wealthy people. So a lot of people are questioning if the suicide's legitimate or if he was assassinated to not be able to ride on anyone else. And of course, it goes and involves the Clintons because he was.
Because of course it involves the Clintons.
Well, it always comes to the thing. That was the old meme. It's like someone go on Twitter. It's like, I have information that can lead to Hillary Clinton's arrest. Assassinated. Because it like always goes around where it's this weird thing.
Why show everything to do with Roman Reigns and then just throw Charlotte Flair in?
I don't know.
What? I mean, at least show a couple of the things that Charlotte and Trish said between each other. Because now this seems like it's just a match thrown together. Yes, I'm well aware this is just a match thrown together. But this just makes it just blatantly obvious.
Yeah, so...
No.
What was I saying? Yeah. But he also has connection to like Trump and other billionaires. So.
Mm-hmm. Is that the guy where everyone is now calling Trump a pedophile?
Yeah, I'm sure. Granted, it doesn't mean that just because someone was friends with them that they knew about it and were okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's like you would have to say the same about Bill and Hillary as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he was asked about it. It's like, yeah, I haven't talked to him in 15 years.
There was a real world situation where it was like something with at Mar-a-Lago that he was like the person who was there said that the younger daughter was harassed by him, so he kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago because of that, and they haven't really talked after. So it's not to say either political family has connections and actually went to the island or participated in
any of that.
Child sex trafficking. But people went out because like they had the apparent attempted suicide that he was supposed to go on special watch, and now he also hung himself, and it's like that's supposed to not happen. You're supposed to not even get material to hang yourself in confined custody, in the prison. So it does raise questions. It always raise questions when people have information about the government and just comes off as suicide. Well, I heard one guy had information on an agency he worked for in Britain, and like one day he was found in this apartment dead, stuffed into a duffel bag that was locked from the outside, and the police ruled that he got himself into the bag and then suffocated to death. And it's like people win, and it's like got a duffel bag the same size, and it's like, no, it's impossible for him to fit in there. It's like, well, one of the ones that
is she using Botox now? I'm talking about Charlotte Flair, because for some reason her face just doesn't. For the last couple of weeks, has not been looking like it used to.
I don't know. But yeah, they have like one of the accusations against Hillary is like one person that they say had dirt on her was like they said dead of a suicide, but he got shot in the back of the head. Not saying that they was actually assassinated people. I'm just saying the questions out there, and so there's a lot of conspiracy theories.
Yeah. I know like a lot of the one that always makes me laugh is flat earthers. And like, oh, we don't actually think it's flat, it's more of a dome. But still, like where we live in is still flat. And if you see the earth, you actually can never see the whole earth. And it's just like, is this really your bloody, because the earth is so large, you can't actually see it, so it has to be flat. And she's like, is this really your argument here? Because you sound like a mental case.
It's just a lack of scientific literacy.
Because I'm pretty sure gravity only works because the Earth is spherical and the core. Pretty sure that.
Well, it would go that you couldn't have a non-spherical entity with gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it would crush in on itself and it would make a sphere. Either way.
Yeah. Hello, Jace White. Yes, we are reading chat whenever we are able to. Thank you for joining. And hello, Deho Vagi? Or Vagi? Deho Vagi?
Yeah, so right now we're at Charlotte and Trish Stratus.
Yo, are you reading chat? We are reading chat. Thank you for
my,
showing up.
One of my situations where I just want to talk about anything other than what's happening. Even though it's been pretty fine. What do you think of that last one, Kevin Owens?
I thought it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. If that makes any sense. It basically was shenanigans with Kevin Owens winning, which is exactly what I hoped it would be. Favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie? That's a good question. Thank you, Lil Fettuccine 69. What's your favorite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie?
I try to think of them all. There's a lot.
Is it Hobbs and Shaw?
No.
Did that one win you over?
I mean, I would go and say it's not a terrible movie. It was just
Yeah.
overstuffed and poorly thought out, and should have had more action for what it was. Some of the Fast and Furious ones, they're not Oscar winners, but they are still at least entertaining.
Yeah.
He had that one with Kevin. Well, I was gonna say he had that one with Kevin Hart. He had a lot with Kevin Hart. But
Yeah.
That one where he had the CIA. That was pretty funny.
Central Intelligence, I think it's called. Yeah.
Jumanji was good. I want to see that again because when I was watching it, there was some woman behind me that kept talking.
Mm-hmm. My little sister really loved the Jumanji movie, and they're making a sequel.
Yeah, it was real good. I definitely
I've
want
only
to
seen a few. I haven't been able to. I actually really enjoyed the one he did with Mark Wahlberg and Michael Bay.
Oh, about the. Was that the one where they were weightlifters?
Yes.
It was based off like a real life story
yes,
too.
Yes.
I always saw that.
You haven't?
No, that seemed interesting.
It's really funny because it's just people just making stupid decision after stupid decision, and it's just, they accidentally kill a guy, and they're like, oh, okay, burn everything, and when he's burning, smoke is getting inside of the building, so he's burning a person's leg outside where everyone can see him, and it is just ridiculous.
That they think burning would have been the best way to get rid of that. So Charlotte really dominating here, well, like, at least at this point now.
And we are eating Pizza Hut pizza. Thank you for the question, little fettuccine. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give us those likes. Don't forget to ring the bell. Don't forget to share it, everybody, and let your friends know.
Just trying to take back. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of other ones.
Mm-hmm. Is that really DJ? Holy crud, DJ made it! So, yeah, one of our other guys is on his way. Little Fettuccine, what's your favorite Dwayne the Rock Johnson movie? You tell us that now, man. Gotta let us know.
He said, go
call it a squash. It was just short.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got pizza too?
We told you we were getting
Yeah,
pizza.
pizza.
No, I know. I didn't know y'all were getting.
We told you.
Well, you did, but I thought y'all were getting like those Caesars.
The crud. Why would I want to get that?
If it's cooked right now, I love those Caesars. What are we at? We're all still in it?
No. Liam's out. It's now between you and me.
Ooh. New champion. Why is Liam out?
Because
Murphy
won.
Oh, so Liam's out.
Via disqualification.
Uh-huh.
And Ricochet lost.
Yeah, but Ricochet lost for me too, so.
That's not the point. Ricochet had to win
So we're tied?
via disqualifications, so all of us would automatically tie no matter what.
Oh, okay. So we're tied right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Okay, favorite rock movie, go.
Favorite rock movie?
Yeah.
Dwayne
What?
Rock Johnson movie.
Oh.
Yeah, my favorite movie about The Rock.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Queen movie. No, but I like the Fast and Furious movies, but probably either that one or he was good in Game Plan.
Which one was Game Plan?
Game Plan, he was good in it.
Yeah, but what's
No, I
say
liked
which
it.
one
That's
is
the
Game Plan.
That's the football.
The football
movie
one when
with
he has the kid that
Madison.
doesn't know about.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that was a good. It was a pretty good movie when I was a kid. I don't remember a lot of his movies. Why are we talking about this?
That was just a comment.
Oh, somebody act?
Yeah.
No, but I like him in Fast and Furious. That's what I've seen him in the most.
I will say I'm gonna look forward to him coming in as Black Adam.
What? The Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
DC Universe, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was the counterpart of Shazam, but he's gonna have his own movie. So that should be interesting, just because it seems like he's really into the idea of it.
Yo, do you know where Hungry is?
Nope.
I'm watching you from there. Much love.
Tell him
Well,
thanks.
thank you so much, Audra.
Did y'all?
I have a general idea of it.
Yeah, thank you so
I
much.
know it's Central Europe, around Germany.
How was the Edge?
I don't know how to pronounce
We
your
didn't get to
names,
see it.
bro. I
Oh, you
apologize.
don't get to see the Edge?
But
There's a lot of complications with this. Like we
thank
cannot,
you guys for
like,
watching.
we can't
We
cast
really appreciate it. Please
live
don't forget
stuff
to
for some
subscribe.
reason. It doesn't
And you
allow
get
you
way
to do
more
that.
awesome content.
I'm
Yeah,
mirroring
next
this,
video,
so it like took us a long time to try to figure out what that was, how to do that.
So what you doing it through the network?
That's mirroring through the network.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just mirroring my phone to that, which means we also have to.
Styles class.
You have an HDMI cable?
Yeah, my computer's too weak.
We
No,
don't-
you
we
have
tried.
an HDMI cable on your TV, obviously,
Yeah.
right? Because next time I'll bring it on. If my mom's not using the laptop, I'll bring it. Next
Yeah, that could work for next time.
Yeah, I'm just.
In theory, we shouldn't need it because my new computer should be here, so we'll have a much more.
It'll be here by the
stronger,
31st?
up-to-date. I believe so.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Oh, for her to run off the top rope. But yeah, but he's supposed to play Black Adam. Seems really excited for the role.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I feel he's probably going to be real good with that. Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
Hungary, I know it's around Germany in the Central Europe area. Actually, I had a guy from high school who was
Mhm.
from Hungary.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, his parents were like scientists or professors and scientists.
Mm-hmm.
So he was living in America.
Yeah.
I think I want to say he must be living back in Hungary now, but yeah, that was pretty cool. He was a good guy, smart guy.
Mm-hmm. Was that in your time at UNO?
No, it was high school.
Oh, high school.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah. When I went to UNO, the scene, like when I met one German girl. She was here. She was actually like a nanny. That's how she
okay.
got like her visa to come to America, and she was studying. I had class with one girl from Norway too.
Oh, that's so cool. Alright, guys, watching us. Let you guys let us know what you've been thinking about SummerSlam if you're watching, or what's your favorite Dwayne Rock Johnson movies, or what's your favorite movies altogether.
Sorry.
That was a really bad roll up.
Yeah, that size difference.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the problems with Charlotte Flair's matches, and it's not really her fault. It's just the size difference. It always makes some awkward situations for her. To be fair, refs should be counting Trish because her shoulders are down.
Yeah, I know.
Is that okay? So I'm trying to think of other wrestlers movie stars.
Right now we have John Cena.
To a degree. I mean,
Wouldn't that just make
what stuff he was in? Daddy's Home 2.
Adults?
Walkers? I haven't seen those. I've seen Daddy's Home 2, which was better than the original, but still not that good. I didn't like the original.
Daddy's Home?
Yeah. It was terrible because like everything was so set up, and it's like it was always just the joke is like Will Ferrell just falls for stupid things, and it's like eventually it just feels bad, like you're just beating down this one guy.
Mm-hmm. I mean that's basically his movies anyway.
Yeah, but it's like it's not always just this predictable. It's like every situation you know how it's gonna work out, but he still does it anyway.
Like
Stratisfaction.
Yeah. No,
if
for
it works.
satisfaction.
Nope. Or it did.
I mean, it did used to look a lot better. Oh my. Okay.
Oh,
I thought I saw 3 there.
They're not gonna give it to. They're gonna keep Charlotte winning. It's obvious.
I know that's why we picked Charlotte, but I was like, wait, did he just hit it the 3rd time? But I missaw.
Oh, he had stuff with Stone Cold. What stuff? He had that one movie with the islands, right? He had to escape the islands. Prisoners. Battle Royale on the island.
Yeah, I actually seen that movie. I don't remember it though.
Yeah. He had a small part in what is it, Longest Yard?
Hey, it's like they're doing Funko Pops.
Yeah, that Longest Yard remake one. You seen that one?
Yes, that one has a lot of them. A lot of wrestlers. Great Khali.
The Great Khali's in there.
Stone Cold. Goldberg. Black guy wrestler.
It was pretty good. I never seen the original, so I can't compare it.
Yeah. It was a good remake.
Oh.
It was. The original is good too. Trish Kick.
Probably would have liked Burt Reynolds more than Adam Sandler though.
Yeah,
Just because
Burt
Burt
Reynolds?
Reynolds.
The coach?
In the original, he was Adam Sandler's character.
Oh, okay.
He makes the role as the coach in the remake.
Oh, that's right.
That was homage, right?
Callback. I would say.
Callback.
It's working now? That's good.
Mhm.
It wasn't working earlier. Okay. Okay, it's happened. Alright. End this match.
I want the figure 8.
What is the other one?
Back to figure 4.
I think only for the first 10 or 15, no, the first 12 minutes, which is just the first match. It wasn't working, so we just abandoned it and redid it. And once we were able to fix it like this, the way we're streaming it now, it's been actually working a lot better. And it only paused once because it paused twice. Once because that thing popped out, and then the second time because OBS decided to stop running. It hasn't stopped since.
That's good.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's
Right, but also having stream problems just because the new system isn't working.
because I watch when I
Talking
go
about
over by
problems.
Taylor's. Her stepdad Sammy watch a lot of people on Twitch, and they'll talk about OBS sucks sometimes. They say.
But unless you want to pay a ridiculous amount of money, it's the only one that's out there that can do.
Hey, but
as
OBS
much as
is
it can.
hey, dude, for free. That's pretty good for OBS. OBS is pretty good for free. I'll give them that.
Any other good comments?
No, not yet.
Even though Trish lost, she still looked pretty good.
Okay, opinions on the match.
It was good.
A little bit sloppy, but
Trish
exactly
did look
what
good. I
I
think.
thought they gave Trish way more offense than I would have actually thought they would.
I thought it was
But-
fine.
Yeah.
No problems with it.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. But yeah, but a lot of other people are having problems with the streams. So this whole network update was a complete bust.
You think that's what it was?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
everyone,
it was.
yeah, everyone's having the same problem. Everyone's having problems with it.
How do you know?
Mhm.
Is they mentioned it or something?
Yep.
Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just
All right, just to give you an update, DJ.
Dave Meltzer talked about on Twitter like the three big freeze ups in like the first 30 minutes of his watching.
Damn, look at the stadium and it's jam packed.
And hey, both Canadians lost in their match, or at least
Hey, the only match I gotta worry about is the Randy Orton match, right?
right now. So Drew Gulak defeated Oni Lorcan.
Right.
Buddy Murphy defeated Apollo Crews via disqualification.
Mm-hmm.
The champions, Moment of Bliss is still the champions.
Yeah.
They defeated the Iconics. Becky Lynch defeated Natalia. I missed most of that match though. Goldberg defeated Dolph Ziggler in a minute 50. AJ Styles defeated Ricochet clean, surprisingly. Bailey defeated Ember Moon.
Arguably clean.
Alright, well, yeah. A little bit of a distraction, but they didn't. Yeah. Bailey defeated Ember Moon. Kevin defeated Shane. And then Charlotte just defeated Trish. Which means there's only 3 matches left.
Wait. 3 matches left in 2 hours?
The ref was like, "No, wait, you're forgetting the last post. Get back."
Wait, 3 hours?
That's funny.
3 matches
I'm
in 2
just
hours?
figuring that unless she just thought like, "Oh shit, I forgot this last one." So I'm trying to think whether wrestlers with movies, but John Cena had that
Even
one.
if that.
John Cena had that one that looked interesting, the one with the sniper. I didn't get to see that one though.
Oh, holy crud. We're forgetting one of the best wrestler turned actor movies in the world.
Suburban
Guardians of the
Commando.
Galaxy.
Oh, the way, Batista. Oh,
Hey.
who showed up?
Bret Hart.
He showed up?
Because Canada.
Oh. You sure?
Is he even allowed to show up anymore?
Yeah.
He did all
Yeah,
that
he
stuff with
he
AEW.
turned down the reunion.
He did all that stuff with AEW. He's double dipping. You think he'll get caught?
Why does it matter? Hey, there's Velveteen Dream in the background.
Oh, they had Eddie.
So we didn't get to talk about how they were. We didn't get to talk. Oh, they're just handing out cupcakes. I want to go to a wrestler party. So we didn't get to talk about it because we didn't have the podcast, but they have the new AEW Battle Royal, which is going to be the all women's one.
That's funny how DJ texted me, hey, I won't be able to make it, and then he was able to make it anyway.
So they had you had Jazz,
Yes.
WWE Hall of Famer, Evilise,
Oh, I'm so excited.
and Teal Piper
Yeah, bollocks.
so far
Mm-hmm.
as 3 outside of the already existing roster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming nearly everyone else is going to be in there,
Another SmackDown match.
besides probably a Britt Baker.
Isaac.
I would see it as
Because what's supposed to be
match now.
what's supposed to be is, from at least what I'm hearing, is that it's going to be for a chance at the title shot for the first women's championship. So I'm figuring the person who's most likely who would be in the lead because she won that was it the triple threat, would be Britt Baker.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be the one, and this is going to be whoever is going to compete against her. So I'm figuring everyone out the women on the roster going to be in there besides her.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, now we know Jazz, Evilise, and Teal Piper, who is Roddy Piper's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, she never had a real major match. She's just still in development. But
I mean, this would be a good showcase for her.
yeah, that's the right point to put her in there. So it should be nice.
You think Randy could win this match?
I don't know. I mean, it's possible. If they really want to do a whole
I
surprise.
don't think it's possible if you believe.
If they want to do a surprise, Randy's winning.
If Randy doesn't win, I didn't win the title.
So you had Batista as Drax.
Mm-hmm.
You have Batista and that
Stuber
Stuber.
movie.
Stuber, that was pretty good.
You
It
have
was
Batista
slow.
in that little movie he did with RVD that I forget the name of. Where he
Did it
gets
have to do with pot?
where he gets top billing, but he was barely in the film.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, RVD didn't get top billing apparently. No, it was a situation where it's one of those movies where RVD is an ex-Marine or Navy SEAL, and his family comes under threat, and his daughter gets kidnapped, and he has to fight the bad guys. One of the many of those movies. I don't even think you can say Taken ripoff because it's been longer before even that.
He's about to be in a movie though, where he's CIA and a girl figures him out, and he has to basically be a CIA agent with this little girl. That movie should be coming out soon.
It's also going to be apparently King Shark in the new Suicide Squad.
Oh, that's cool.
They wanted to put King Shark in there initially, but they scrapped that because there was going to be too much CGI for it.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to do Killer Croc instead because they could have done live action for that, which, for the most part, it's going to look better.
Mm-hmm.
People live action.
Oh well.
But yeah, King
The
Shark.
match isn't even over. Hasn't even started.
I don't have a lot of faith in my pick, dude. Really?
But
They could. It's Randy Orton. They can easily put the belt on him whenever they want to. Your pick wasn't a bad pick.
If Randy Orton wins, I'm walking out of here.
As the new.
No,
Smart
I'm
wrestling
literally
guys.
walking out of here because I won't believe it.
Okay. But
Does
yeah,
that mean you
he's-
give up your pick?
No. This ain't bad.
I guess no Little Caesars, huh?
Huh?
No Little Caesars.
Little Caesar's unpredictable.
So
Come on.
any more comments?
Let's see. Comments. No comments yet. Come on, guys. Comment down below and let's start a conversation.
How many new people have we had?
DJ,
tonight?
do you know about what's his name? The guy. I already forgot his name. The one with the scandal and suicide, but could be
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes, Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
Do you know anything about that?
No.
Okay. Good conversation.
It's
Should
dangerous
I?
to follow those giant snakes in there.
Yeah, they should.
For those like going in, I like bashing augmented reality because
Mm-hmm.
I went to the WrestleMania and where they first started with the augmented reality stuff.
Was that 30?
And- No, it was after that.
35
But it
or
was.
4.
But it was annoying because I'm going there and it's like nothing special. All the entrances were just plain entrance,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like getting upset by that because it's like, this is WrestleMania, you're supposed to go big here, and then I was like, oh, They just use augmented reality. So I think it's just a real travesty for the fans in attendance because you miss the spectacle of it all. All we got was Triple H's tricycle and Alexa Bliss coming out in a tall thing.
Come on, Randy. I thought Randy had been hurt.
It's like, and beyond that, it was not much.
I feel like if there's any match that's going to be a surprise ending, it will be this one. Because Brock Lesnar versus whatever the crud, Seth Rollins, I feel is a foregone conclusion. And the next match after that is Fiend versus Balor.
What time is it?
And that one's going to be after this.
Time for you to get a watch.
Dun 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 dun. It is. Pause. I forgot to look.
8:30.
It is 8:25.
So these matches are gonna be long.
Well, this match might be long, but the next two are gonna be short.
You don't think the Rock was the Finn one?
I think we're gonna end at 9. We're gonna be super excited, and we're gonna end at 9.
No, we're not gonna end at 9.
Hey, we could end at 9.
No, it's ended early before. What is the one that like neither of you two were able to watch, so I just watched it myself.
That was
in the stream.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that ended.
Yeah, no, I watched that one with Taylor.
That one. No, it wasn't that one.
It wasn't that one.
It was another one, but it like ended at like 9:20.
What? Wow, I could see this one ending at like 9.
I could have gone sooner. I was just like, maybe they do something interesting with this Brock thing. They didn't. So I could have like tapped out before 9. But if it does end like at 9:30, I'd be so.
Oh no!
I'll be so excited.
I know which one you're talking about.
I'll be so excited. I'll stay up till like 12.
It was the one. It was the one after Money in the Bank, right before Extreme Rules. Which one was that called?
They're not going to take the title off them. All 3 of them got the titles right now.
Give me a second.
Forget about that. Yes.
But it wouldn't have mattered. Even if I would have picked Kofi, I would have lost the championship ties.
Y'all seen
No,
it?
you.
Yes, I would have, because I would have lost the Ricochet match, and you would have
We
hit
would have
them.
been completely tied.
We would have been tied, but I would have lost the Ricochet match, which would have given you the win. Because I picked Ricochet and you picked Styles, right?
No,
you picked
if I
Ricochet.
picked Styles,
So we would have. So nobody would have won the title. The title would be vacated.
Then you and I would have had to come up with something.
No,
Or
we
we'd
just
be co.
or we just be,
champions.
or we'd be no. It'd be
We'd
vacated.
literally be completely tied.
It's rock paper scissors for it.
Really? No, that's lame, dude.
Okay, fine. Rochambeau for it.
I go first.
Wait, what?
Called it.
What's that anyway?
You don't know?
I don't know what Shambo is. I can't even call it right. Shambobo.
It's Rochambeau.
I don't even know what that is. Should I look it up?
You should know what it is because you.
So think of this. There was a story once of a guy. What was the story? When like he was trying to hunt the prize bird. He shot it down, but it landed in someone else's yard. And the guy said, "I really want that." And it's like, "Well, yeah, but it's in my yard." So he's like, "Well, Rochambeau for it."
Stomping grounds.
And he went and said, "I'll go first." And he kicked him in the groin.
Rochambeau?
And the guy passed out for 3 hours. Then he came back out and it's like, "Okay, it's my turn now." And he's like, "You can have it."
Wait. That's just another word for rock, paper, scissors.
In reality it is, but in America, people use it as a way of saying back and forth crotch kicking.
So whoever can last?
Yeah, Isaac.
You're not hurting my.
He's so kicky in the crotch first.
Yeah, you're not hurting my little
The
DJ.
DJ.
I'm sorry.
Oh, forfeits.
What?
And then you forfeit. It's Rochambeau. That's how it works. It's like he's never seen Southpaw before.
No.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I've seen episodes, not the whole thing. Come on, Randy. Give me my first title, please. Oh.
Now, to be fair, this could just be a normal Randy Orton match. Because that could have just been a hold. We don't know with Randy.
You think so?
It could have been. Y'all seen The Wrestler?
I have not.
No, I don't think you have.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Who's
in it?
Mickey
Rourke.
Rourke.
What's it about?
Wrestling.
Mickey Rourke is a past his prime wrestler who's still in the business.
Okay.
So look on Hulk Hogan. Cool.
No, not really.
It was a joke.
I mean, not a joke, but it's like still not really. Especially when there's so many wrestlers that would fit the bill.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, he's still trying to wrestle. He's strained with his daughter because he's not taking fatherly responsibility. And the doctor said if he continues to wrestle, he'll probably die, but he still tries to wrestle. And the movie ends with him doing a crossbody and just kind of leaving up in the air if he actually dies from a heart attack. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I heard really good things about it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Randy. Give me my time.
Oh, thumb in the eye.
That should be a disqualification, right?
It's very rare for them to get disqualified. So, DJ, did you watch TakeOver
No.
Toronto yesterday?
No,
Wow.
Steve and I went out.
I was the only one to watch TakeOver.
We were thinking. I was thinking about asking Steven if we wanted to go live for it.
Okay, don't get high money. That's one. We just acknowledged the fact that I was the only one to watch Stomping Grounds here.
And the only one who watched most of Money in the Bank.
And
No.
You watch a lot more.
I watched all of it.
than us.
I watched all
You
Money in
watched
the
all of
Bank live
Not to mention.
with Taylor.
Not to mention.
To be fair, Game of Thrones was on.
Is it really?
Not to mention who's been watching NXT longer.
I'm just saying, I get this one victory here.
You've been to NXT before? I don't think you so.
And yeah, I know, you watched NXT 25, I did not. I get it. All I'm saying
Watch
is I get
NXT
this one victory. I have this one victory under my belt.
Come
which
on,
I'm
Randy.
excited for.
One victory and multiple losses is still a loss.
But it's also still a victory.
Yeah.
You can be as pessimistic as you want.
To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting you to watch it last night. And I thought we were gonna watch it during the podcast, but then you didn't do the podcast, and then I didn't do it. I just haven't really been feeling up to it.
That's fair, man. But I wanted to see the rest of Block A. But I've been so busy and so tired that I wanted to spend more time.
Yeah, well, I
with
wanted
the
to watch
family.
more of that. I wanted to try to watch Escape from LA and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's like I just didn't feel up to it.
No, that's totally understandable, man. Yeah,
Work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're making money. If we were making money here, it'd be a little different.
Yeah, as long as you guys keep subscribing and keep sharing, and we finally get some monetization, and we finally get some Patreon going.
Yeah, we go to a Patreon tier of $10,000 a month, then we'll be able to do this full time.
Wait, how many people we have so far?
We're at 61.
We need 100, right?
We need 1,000 to get monetization.
Really?
Yes.
Well, what's the 100? Oh, just the URL.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Does that help us make money? The URL.
What were you saying?
I'm just saying. All we need is one of you to go through some barbed wire, and we can getting some superhuman money in here.
Super DJ, I like it. I
Yes.
like it.
Come on, Randy.
We just also gotta up the ante. So like, flaming
Oh,
barbed
yes.
wire.
Yes.
That's electrified.
Come on, Randy.
And then like guns as well.
Would this be a record-breaking thing for Randy if he wins?
No.
No?
The only one,
John
he
Cena,
only did
right?
like 13, 12 or 13, or maybe 14. He still has to get up to.
They'll find
17.
They'll find some way to stretch this out into a record.
What time?
Because it
The
is
most
wrestling.
the most titles won by a man named Randy Orton.
The most titles won by a man with skull tattoos all over his body.
2, 3. Come on, that was 3, ref. Let's go.
That's why they always have like 1,000 number ones, because there's like all the qualifiers.
Oh, this guy qualified 25 times.
No, I'm saying qualifiers as in like specific, like longest running weekly episodic television show on Monday night on cable television. Blah 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 blah. Every single thing's a qualifier.
Oh, like the Miz TV show?
What?
Don't worry.
Wait, I'm confused. Don't listen to me.
So,
But the thing is, they always add qualifiers to add in to make it something number one. Not just WWE, everything does that. You always
just-
have qualifiers.
it's like, let's say it was a show on CBS that starred a vampire that lasted as long as this. It'd be the longest running show starring a vampire.
On CBS.
Exactly.
But it wouldn't.
On a Wednesday between 6 o'clock and 7
I see
o'clock.
what you're saying.
Yeah, they would own that.
Come on,
And
Randy.
Aimed towards the demographic of 13 to 23-year-olds, since it's about vampires.
You mean tweens?
No, 13 wouldn't be a tween.
Yes, teenagers and young adults.
Yeah.
Oh, so a tween would be like.
I mean, granted, that's a good demographic. I mean, everyone's going for the teen demographic.
Tween? Teen?
Teen.
Apparently, did you see the Stone Gremlin production review of Dora the Explorer?
No.
Was it good?
Apparently, they enjoyed themselves, and it was Brad and what the crud is his name? Not Doug.
Come on,
the
Randy.
other one.
I don't know.
Hit it.
what Stone Gremlin
Hit it.
is.
Cinema Snob dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Doug Walker. Not Doug. Who's the other? Not Doug, but the other one. What's his name? The brother. Rob. It was Rob Walker and Brad Jones reviewing it, and they actually enjoyed it, which is funny.
Hobbs and Shaw was very good.
And that is it really the thing that they had Danny Trejo as Boots? Was that a legit thing, or was that a joke?
For what? The monkey?
Boots, the monkey.
Mm-hmm.
That's Danny Trejo?
I don't know.
Okay.
They didn't mention that.
Oh, there would be a point of mention. I remember seeing him say that on Twitter, but it was like, I think Dog Bomb was like, nah, they didn't really get it. Did they? Speaking of Danny Trejo, he saved the baby. He was in LA, and like, they had a car crash in front of him, the car flipped over.
Oh, wow.
He went in and rescued the baby. It was apparently a baby with disabilities. Rescued the baby, and kind of distracted the baby while they were getting the grandmother out and safe. So,
Man, Danny Trejo is like the best when it comes to having a rough start and turning his life around for the better story there is. I feel like they need a biopic of Danny Trejo. And obviously the person to make the movie would be Robert Rodriguez.
yes.
Come on, Robert. We just gave you free money. Go
No.
on and take it.
No one loves Danny Trejo like Robert Rodriguez.
Randy's not good.
Remember when he made appearances at Lucha Underground? He got big pops.
Mm-hmm.
This match is just
He was
kind
there
of boring.
early season 1.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say? New Day.
New Day.
That makes sense.
It's almost over.
I wouldn't say it's almost over, but
You think
it's
Randy Orton's
happening.
gonna hit his RKO? Well, he's gotta at least try it.
Yeah, he does this thing where it's called the RKO out of nowhere.
I
That's
guarantee
out
you,
of
he
nowhere.
might try and hit
It's
him.
always the interesting scenario where I'm like, I don't want Randy Orton to win,
Mhm.
but I want him to hit crazy RKOs out of nowhere.
I love seeing him.
I think
RKO.
He's got it. No.
I think
What
when
Wow.
about breaker?
Neck breaker. That was a good
a
one.
backbreaker,
Oh, back breaker. Sorry.
back to back breaker.
A breaker.
It's a breaker. It counts.
It's a bird breaker.
Mm.
2. Damn it. Ooh.
She's going places. I hope her concussion heals though.
Who?
That's another thing that might keep her out of the. Hey, Randy's busted open. That will keep Britt out of the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
That was some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. But like I said, why would she be in there?
Mm-hmm. It was probably the fastest match, like fastest paced match Randy's ever been in.
What? This one?
Except for that time, except that part where he just awkwardly held him in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he had to at least show everyone he's still Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
way when we
yeah,
actually
yeah.
get to see him move a lot, we're surprised.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. See, I didn't see the edge thing. I gotta look that up later.
Trust fall. That's not going to end well.
I mean, really,
A trust fall.
He's gonna miss
converted into.
It worked.
trust fall, bop him up to flip him over, RKO.
I know.
I could see that.
That would be so cool. So cool.
Come on, Randy. Somehow win.
Randy.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just a good thing that I'm not Randy Orton. Or else I would have like hit 16 different RKOs out of nowhere in one match.
Really?
Oh, Drat. Oh, Drat is going to be RKO.
You think so?
Yeah.
It'd be a good one, too. If he hits it.
Oh, wow, I was
No?
wrong.
That's it.
Frog splash.
Ooh! Wow.
Crossbody.
Crossbody.
How about this one? Go up to the top rope, you think he's going to catch him?
A
It's like,
frog body.
no, not going to bother catching him. Just grabs him while he's still like crouched on top rope, drives him down.
I thought he was gonna
onto
do
the
RKO
top
here.
buckle, turnbuckle. That'd be vicious.
They might be giving Randy one last
I
reign
wouldn't
as
even-
champion.
I wouldn't even bother with anything else. That'd be my one move. Is that out of nowhere? Just put it
Oh.
together.
Come on,
Oh,
Randy.
nice.
Hit it. Hit it.
Nice reversal.
Hit it. There we go. Come on.
That's actually a nice reversal.
You saw him catch the foot, huh?
So his name is Randall Keith Orton.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Damn. Come on. Turn the jets on. Let's go.
So do you think he's actually a junior, or is he just is Randall his name? He was no, or not a junior, but a third, or he was just Randall and they just and Bob Orton Jr. abandoned that.
What's the difference between juniors and seconds?
Preference.
Oh, okay.
I'm so confused by both these things going on. It's like third of what? That means his father was B. Robert Orton, not Randall Orton.
Well, yeah.
Come on.
So that means he's
A first.
doesn't carry his head. He's first,
Yeah, that's what I was.
at least.
I was saying. What I was saying is, what if they changed his name to like WWE changed his name to Randy instead of.
But I think it would just be.
Damn, he didn't hit it. He didn't hit it. That's it. Yes. He's gonna hit it.
At the same time with all
Yes.
the other-
He's gonna hit
with
the
all
RKO.
other
Here we
people
go.
that had,
Nope.
their real names.
Come
like
on.
John Cena
Come
and
on.
stuff.
Oh, here's the RKO.
Yes. This gotta be it. Yes.
So it's just. So it's just Randall Keith Orton. I don't.
He's laughing.
Do you have any idea?
He's laughing because he know he won.
Hmm?
Have any idea that it's not his real name?
No, I was just creating conversation.
No,
'Cause it's happened
just
before.
Randall.
Why is he taking so long to pin him?
Because he's injured.
And the third would be the third person to have the name.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know how juniors.
The second is the junior. The junior is the second. Unless you're a luchador.
Right.
Nah, he just accidentally pushed him out.
Then there's some Spanish name, the third junior.
It's over.
It's clearly not over.
I know. I'm just messing with my brain.
But yeah. So junior or second is just the same thing. Or T.
So it's just a preference
It's
thing.
familia.
Yeah, so that's something that you see in Cajun areas is T, for short for petite, or little. Akio the Kid.
That'd be awesome.
Damn it.
At least drag him.
Oh, Drag!
Wait, is he bleeding out the back of his head? It's gonna be a count out.
Oh, it's already a double count out.
Is it really?
They already rang the bell.
Shit.
Rose shampoo. Go.
Holy crap.
You won?
No, we tied.
It's a tie.
It is a tie.
So if I would have called double count out, right?
That is something no one would have
No,
thought.
it's not a tie. No, because we both picked Ricochet. Shit!
Yeah.
Wow!
Okay, so my suggestion is now we split it in two, and each one of you gets a half of it.
So, DJ, what are you thinking? Did you even hear him?
What?
He didn't even hear you.
No, I know what you're saying. Split it in half. Yeah, right. How you do that?
Well, I don't want to split it in half. I'd rather you have it than have it split in half, DJ. That's
Like clearly he's.
But I
supposed
didn't
to be
clearly.
Yeah. We're just joking.
I know he's the champion.
No, it's a joke, it's man.
Oh, so it's not over.
No, it's over.
This match is done. This match is over.
Yeah. So, but you
Double
did.
count.
You wanted
You
to.
and I tied.
Oh, so he retained.
Unless you
Dude.
are going to change
Dude.
your pick for one of the next two matches.
Do you not remember the story of King Solomon with the baby? And it's like two women are fighting. It's like, oh, that's my baby, no, my baby. And he's like, well, cut the baby in half. And then, like, one woman's like,
Well-
I'd rather not have the baby than have it cut in half. And it's like, oh, that's the true mother.
What are the next two matches
It's
again?
a reference.
The I know it's a.
Billy.
What's the other one? Not the Brock Lesnar one. I know those two.
With Finn
Fiend
Balor
and
and Bray
Finn Balor.
Wyatt.
Yeah.
Or Brock Lesnar.
I
and
picked
Seth
Wyatt,
Rollins.
but I don't
Before
know.
you make any other picks, it's said that Finn Balor is supposed to be taking some time off.
Oh, never mind.
So it's
I'm
very
fine.
unlikely
I'll
for that
keep
to be
it.
different.
Thank you. Just keep. I'm.
And
It's.
the other one's Brock and Seth.
So what are we gonna? I mean, we could give Steven the option.
There it is.
Wow. Man, I shouldn't have hesitated, and I should have went for a stinking bloody AJ. Oh well. That's all good.
Well, we keep thinking Ricochet's gonna they're finally gonna use Ricochet.
However, if you want to do a caveat, he's still champion. Half a point.
No. He's only champion because of a disqualification.
Double count out.
Right, or sorry, count out, yeah. Damn it.
Akio the Kid. See, that's another good reason why I'm not Randy Orton. That's the stuff I'll be pitching backstage, and it's like
Isaac,
Akio his son. It's like they can't argue.
I would say if you
Akio
were,
Kid.
we could do. No, that's not gonna work.
It's like I'm Randall Keith.
Is there something we can do, or
How
you
about
just
his
gonna
wife?
keep it? You just gonna keep it?
Figure something to do.
We will figure out something.
I would say bowling, but I'm bowling a lot more than you these days.
Obviously, you would say something that you'd be better at. This is a predictions championship. Obviously, we need to predict something. So,
Wait, I do have something. I got an idea.
Saturday.
I got an idea. What's the? Is there another wrestling thing coming up?
Yes.
Before
there's
the
two
third-
things.
What?
Well, those three things on the 31st.
Well, I know the 31st. I don't want to go that far, dude. Because then we're gonna barely have the title.
What?
We're barely gonna have the title.
The title's still gonna be present when we do our podcast.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is we gotta think of something quick because we're barely gonna. If we do it the 31st, we're only gonna have it a couple weeks before the next pay-per-view. Shit. Our first time that.
Okay, we can solve this like men.
I know, dude.
First person to put themselves through flaming barbed wire on camera wins. We gotta get them views.
Can we get? Can I use a? Can we use post production for this?
No.
Dang it. Alright, DJ.
Well,
We're gonna make this completely and utterly fair.
Well, I have an idea. If you want to wait till the 31st, we skip a pay-per-view. So at least whoever wins the title gets to hold it for a length of time.
What do you mean we skip a pay-per-view?
Because the WWE, because you're not going to get the full length of time to hold it. This is the first time I've actually technically have a chance to hold it.
Yeah.
If you were holding the title, Steve and I tied, I could say we do the NXT picks. But you watched NXT, so you know the answers.
Okay. Can I finish now?
Yeah.
Here we go. There is on the 31st. There's this thing called NXT UK Takeover Cardiff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have not watched anything NXT UK at all. I am going in as blind. I'm going in as blind as you. So it is completely fair. And I won't look up anything about it until the 31st at 1 o'clock in the PM.
Excuse me.
If you're okay with holding the title for only 2 weeks, potentially,
Yeah.
instead of 6, like we're gonna get,
That's
or 4.
completely fine. That's completely fine. That is completely fine. Because it just means that you're on your toes. You know?
Just remember, you would hold the title longer than
And it gives you
Titus O'Neil. Congratulations on that new book there, Titus.
Did he actually make a book?
Yeah, some book about, it was like an inspirational book thing.
Oh, cool.
About trying to inspire youth with his own stories about how he rose from nothing to something. So,
Oh, that's cool.
seems like a good person.
Yeah, Titus seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
He is such a bloody great package. What is the idea?
Just one match. Steve,
What?
since you were champion, you pick any pay-per-view from way back when, look up the results, and we go through the card. Until somebody gets something wrong. Just so we don't have to wait. Or we could do the 31st. I'm okay with that, I guess.
Like, I mean, it just doesn't really make sense to go back and predict already existing pay-per-views. Like,
I was just trying to think of something we could do tonight.
I mean, in reality, there's still, rock, paper, scissors.
2 out of 3.
I don't understand why it's such a big deal if it's just a 5 quick match pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know, the 31st go NXT called up, or go even all out. Because, I mean, y'all both should be equally up to date on that.
No,
on AEW.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched any of their Being the Elite stuff or their
I don't know enough of the storylines to pick that.
there's not
card.
many storylines.
I mean,
You've
both
seen
know
everything
equal amount.
for the
That's
most
the
part.
thing.
Except the first show.
Well, you watched? Didn't you rewatch it?
Not the first one. The second one I did.
Wait, which one's the first one for you?
The second one. Not the first one that debuted in the early summer, like in May or something. The last one that just happened like a month ago.
Well, you saw Double or Nothing, right?
Where the yeah. Oh.
You saw
yeah,
Double or
yeah,
Nothing. That was
yeah.
the first AEW one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all perfectly.
I saw a little bit of that one.
Y'all both equally up to date on that. So if you want to go with that, you want to go NXT UK, which y'all both know neither of. So you both go equally blind.
Really?
Should probably go and rework the system a bit. Do something like Steven Lawson have.
Mm-hmm.
What they have is a point system along to it. So then this has 12 matches. It'll be 12 points. And beat to your rating. So it's like Brock Lesnar is definitely beating Seth Rollins. So you say, I'm going to give that a 12-point insurance. If the other person says, I'm going to give Brock Lesnar a 10-point insurance, that means even though you both pick the same thing, the person who put 12 points on it.
But we'd have to cap it at a certain amount of points, right? Or what we could do is,
The points
I have
are
an idea
pay-per-view,
for,
number of matches.
like, not for the next pay-per-view, but, like, when the card comes out, it comes out like that Friday. Okay? We take the card and we put wrestlers in tiers. I guess champions go in a separate tier from the challengers, basically.
That just seems a little bit too complicated.
Yes,
No,
it's
not
more
really.
complicated.
Just for the championship matches.
But do you get what he was saying?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to make it simplified. If you pick a
That's
champion
not making it simple.
and I pick a,
Well, because what he's saying is there's 12
yeah,
matches.
but what's the point system like?
Well,
when you
number
cap-
one, if you're picking two different people, you're not going to tie. So
Well,
it
that's
doesn't matter.
that's true. But what's
And number two, we already have a thing where if you pick the most number of championship matches,
you win?
yeah.
But
even if you're
we
tied.
pick the same number.
Yes.
So
that's
what
fine.
what would the point
That is
system
just
consist
so
of?
bizarre.
But how would you you would give like a
Uh,
where would we stop it?
Like I
12.
said, it's the number of matches they have. This show had 12 matches.
yeah, so
12
let's say,
points your max.
so
And you
let's
can only
say,
use 1 point. Like if I used one for somebody, I can't use one again.
correct.
Right.
So,
So
you
it's
said
your point
you're
system.
not sure about this one. So you got Bray Wyatt winning 1 point, but you're really confident about Brock. You have him winning 12 points.
Can
Everyone,
I
all
ask you
the
a
other
question?
matches, you add the points in between.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't talked about how we like the match except for the Charlotte match, right? We could go back and grade each. Well, I didn't watch enough of it. I was going to say we could grade the matches, but
I don't understand how grading the matches.
or
points.
no, use the points. Like you give it a 1 through 5, 5 being the best of how you like the match, and whoever gives it the highest rating on the most matches wins, I guess.
Just everyone's going to give 5 points.
Well, that's true. But you can't reuse numbers.
Well, we can't retroactively. And five points is more than 5 matches.
For the Clash of Champions, we'll do that. So we don't have this tie again. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Unless-
that does happen in some way.
Right. Okay, but yeah, I never thought this would
Some
actually
type of
happen.
stretch you could possibly have it, but it'd be far more of a stretch. Maybe
Right.
try to find one of their prediction videos
I
and
will.
send it to him so he can like watch.
No.
it.
I know what you mean. Like I'd give this match probably a 2, because it'll probably be. Or the Brock Lesnar match, I'd probably give it a 2,
Well,
right? Or whoever my pick is.
No, it would be. What
What's
you're
the
most
point?
Sure, It's what you're more sure about. It's like putting the bets.
So you're trying
Like put it to money, and like you're betting on everything here, and you say like, I think Ricochet is gonna win. Not too sure though, so I'm just gonna put like $10 down. I know Brock's gonna win, so I'm putting like $50 down.
So if all my picks wins, technically I win. Depending on my point system.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. No one's ever gotten 100% before. Maybe at least once, but
I thought you did.
Yeah, I got it once.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's like super rare, and like at that point,
damn.
No one else is.
No, I see what you're saying. And it's gonna be how sure of my pick am I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we had some stuff wrong. So if he was like super sure about, say the Ricochet won, but you weren't, and he put more.
That was. Why would you?
And he put like a whole bunch of points down, but you only put little points down.
He would have won the title. Yeah, okay.
No, I'm saying Ricochet lost. He would have blown his points there.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
So the 31st, right?
Yeah.
But wait, so if we don't pick right, our points are done. Is what you're saying. So I got to be real careful of how I do it.
Yeah, if you lose the opportunity to gain that points.
Well,
just like when when you're betting.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Here's
right.
the thing.
I see what you're saying. I get it now.
When I was doing my picks, I was like, okay, AJ versus Ricochet is the hardest match for me. I honestly, I think anything can happen.
That was a hard match.
I would have done one, so I would have only lost one potential point. Where you might have been 5, you would have lost 5 potential points because you got it wrong. So because you lost more points, I have more points.
Did Natty didn't win the match, right? I didn't think so.
Basically, everything went except for AJ and the double countout. Everything has basically been exactly how we thought it would be. Except for follicles. And this, apparently.
I wish I would have picked Drew Gallic DQ. I'd have to tell.
Oh my gosh, he just double stomped his face.
Do you mean Buddy Murphy DQ? Because Buddy Murphy won by DQ, not Drew Gulak.
Oh, that's okay. We all hate Gulak. That's why.
I guess I have to apologize to Seth Rollins now.
Why?
Because this is how Finn Balor sells a snapped neck.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It's over.
So how is a mandible claw a real submission?
It's a nerve pinch.
Is it really?
Wow. I'm not saying in real life it is, but I'm just saying in the story,
it's over.
It's a nerve pinch. It's supposed to paralyze you just like claws. It's supposed to like do that. I'm not saying, once again, I'm not saying that's a real life thing. I'm just saying that's what the story is.
Yeah. Okay, I was about to say.
That one fast.
Yeah, and it's now 9:02, so it's probably ending early.
It's
not
either that or
Brock's not coming along.
How was the Goldberg match? Did y'all see that?
It was very quick.
Short.
It was only a minute and
Goldberg won?
30 seconds. Oh yeah.
It's
It was like 3 super kicks that didn't do anything from Dolph Ziggler, then a spear and a jackhammer, and that was it.
Isaac,
Okay, what's happening?
what is happening?
It's just a black screen. Strobe lights. Don't look, DJ.
I can look. Strobe lights don't bother me anymore. They used to. That's it.
What was the point of all this?
Makes no sense.
I don't know.
I'm so confused. Okay, he just leaves.
Does anybody know why Finn
You
Balor's taking
snapped
off
your
time?
neck.
You just see Finn had a lot of tension in his neck, so what it was?
It was
Bray was like,
chiropractor.
yes, he was like, there you go, Finn. He's like, oh, thank you, that helps so much.
I feel like a new Irishman.
That was awesome. How was that awesome? Oh, okay. So he's actually from another country?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Kind of, right? Yeah.
So that's the next thing we have to pick is AEW on the 31st. No, we're doing NXT or AEW?
I'm just saying either one.
Whichever one we want to do. Do you want to do 5 matches? Do you want to do more than 5 matches?
5 matches with the point system. Or no, we do AEW with the point system. Since we know enough about AEW to do the point system. I'm probably going to lose AEW. I don't know enough about AEW.
Like I'm saying, I don't know.
Let's just do UK. We'll pick
Yeah,
without the
UK,
point
that's
system.
line.
Without the
Well,
point
no.
system?
Make a point system.
You can make the point system, but I wouldn't bother for UK since y'all don't know either of it. So y'all can't really gauge confidence. So I'm just run with it.
What,
I
UK?
doubt y'all tie on that.
You think so? You don't think we could?
I mean, if you want to make the point system, you can. But like I said, it's
I would say let's test out the point system
sure.
with the 5 matches because there's less to worry about.
Because if somehow we tie, we're going to have to... And is UK before AEW? Right?
Earlier in that day.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be at 1 o'clock.
what we could do is we don't have to do the point system, and if we tie somehow, we could just move on to AEW that night.
Okay,
If you want to, yeah.
sounds good. There we go.
Because I don't know enough about UK to use the
So
point system.
technically,
We have any
DJ and myself are the SmackDown.
co-champions.
Dang it.
I'm just gonna go over to get the Universal title
DJ
from Rock.
and I are technically the Smart Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champions. However, we are not going to stay co-champions because on August 31st, which is 2 Saturdays from today,
We will be live.
we will be competing at 1 o'clock for the NXT UK Takeover Cardiff pay-per-view.
Is that live?
See what happens. Yeah, it's gonna be live at 1 o'clock.
Are we going live for it?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
My house?
Anybody's house doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure. If you want to do it at your house, it's fine.
Well, Alright, what y'all gonna... Y'all can do that. Do that here. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be back. Because I told you about the what's
Okay.
happening. So I don't know if I'll be back. But we can do it. We can do AEW at my house. So we can go swimming after. If y'all want.
Okay.
Because I'll have my mom's computer if you don't want to bring your stuff, Isaac, or whatever you want to do.
Well, again, like I said, by then my new computer should be back. So
So you
it'll
can
be
do both.
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And we might do it outside depending on how nice the weather is.
No, we've already gone through this. We're not going outside again.
Okay.
This is not happening. It's just a complete.
No, I know. It's too bad if
It's
the
either
sig-
it's too windy and my hair's a wreck,
Or it's
there's
too-
too many bugs, or
The
it's
signal's
just
bad.
too loud, or
Yeah, that
it's
makes
just-
sense.
Every single thing just happens.
No, but y'all can come over after because I'm sure it'll only be like at the most in 2 hours, right?
What?
The UK pay-per-view.
Well, 2 to 3 hours, something like that,
Okay.
depending. It was like 2 hours 59 minutes for Takeover Toronto.
No, I know, but how many matches they had on that card?
5.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna be as long as that though.
You don't think? Why not?
So no 2 out of 3 falls matches.
Ah. Damn. He is bleeding, or is that fake?
That's fake.
Yeah, I think it was a
Black
capsule.
capsule.
Now this looks really bad. I saw the video of this last night. What you do? You just chew on it and then
Yeah, just pop it in your mouth.
that looks bad.
See how he tries to land on the side to protect his ribs.
Yeah, I see that.
on front of it.
But he's gonna have his ribs taped up, right?
Yeah, for the match, sure.
Well, good job,
There
Isaac,
you go.
on your picking. And good luck on the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Shows up at the chair instead of just like a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to solve the problems more. Or just wait to heal up first, you know.
Excuse me.
I heard that like this from what do you call those people? Cultaholic. Jack the Jabber thought this was like his speech was really ill-advised and made absolutely no sense.
Then you see Jack's tweet.
Which one?
When he said like, I was talking to Adam, and I was like, I think Seth's gonna win. It's like, wait, they're gonna win?
Yeah.
Because he's promised he was gonna win.
He's guaranteed.
Am I
it.
dumb?
And if anybody is wondering, yes, I am barefoot. I'm basically I'm the Matt Riddle of the Smart Wrestling Alliance guys.
No, he was dirty hippie.
What?
I am no dirty hippie,
You're not even flippy floppies and sandals.
but I wear them as flippy floppies because I don't connect these at all.
That's because
This
you're
isn't
too lazy to
connected.
connect them. Doesn't mean anything. You also never say bro.
What? Okay, come on. You know that's not true, dude. Usually when I get off of the phone, I'm like, alright, talk to you later, bro. So don't even spout those lies.
You don't say it as much as him though. Oh, bro. So you didn't even start with a chant.
Well, I felt like
Yeah,
you
I'm
didn't want me
smoking
to
weed.
join in the chant. Because I feel like no matter what I would have done, you would have ridiculed
Do
me
you
anyway.
have a six pack out of nowhere?
I did. So yes.
Can I change my pick?
If you want to change your pick to Seth Rollins, and we'll see what happens. If Liam says it's okay, we'll do
sure.
it.
Whatever. If y'all
I'm thinking. You gotta give me a second.
Okay.
Well, you have until the bell.
Yeah, I figured that.
Y'all heard any good music lately?
Yes.
Not really.
Yes. They're called. There's. Hey, Pyro. Yes.
You love Pyro?
Heck yeah.
I do
I'm
too.
a pyromaniac. What are they called? There's two bands. One is Band Made. Look them up. They're bloody fantastic. And that's Band and M-A-I-D. They're Japanese. And Doll's Box.
Is it a Japanese made band?
Yes. And Doll's Box. That's D-O-L-L money sign box. And they're also a Japanese all-women band, and their drummer growls, and it is intense, and I think you'd like them both. Take My Chance for Doll's Box, and let me. What's a really good one from these ladies? And Dice.
Yes. Wait. They rang the bell, but they're still doing the intros.
So, tell me right now.
I'm gonna give you in a minute. Wait, I'm reading something. Oh. First time in SWA history, we are changing my pick to Seth Rollins because
He
I don't
doesn't
know.
want to. He does. Okay. You don't want to wait till the 31st. That's okay. It is Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, and this wasn't the first time you ever changed your pick.
No, well, no. During the pay per view.
I think we've done that once early on.
Well, because we didn't.
Okay, so it's official.
It's official.
He's changed to Seth Rollins.
Okie
So we'll.
Come on,
Hey,
Seth.
hey,
Come on.
Hey, all I'm saying is it could happen.
I read.
He could win. So that's all I can say. It's possible. So here we go.
I love Paul Heyman, dude. Come on, Seth. Why am I so stupid?
I got the last pick wrong too. Now the crowd was asking was it was going to be a double count out.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh, we should have predicted that. You know they would have given like a double cut out to build this up to a much bigger pay-per-view than SummerSlam.
Ian, I think it's over.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well,
Not wrong yet.
it's going pretty fast. You think they'll give Seth some offense?
Well, he got some punches in.
Oh, thanks. If this keeps happening, I should have changed my pick.
Well,
I might get lucky
either
that
the
Larry.
31st or change your pick. We just discussed this. So
I shouldn't have did it, but I did. So hopefully I get lucky.
I think if you want, we can do we can still
No,
we
no,
can still do
no.
Super Kick.
No, I'm sticking with it. Hopefully I get lucky.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Flip.
No!
One count. Wow.
I was surprised at that, to be honest.
I was too. Well, you were asking if he would get offense. He got his finisher off.
Oh, yeah. Look at Paul Heyman.
Herb stomp to the outside.
Are you serious?
Oh, a knee.
A knee.
But
Herb
he's
stomp.
still
Start
hit
selling
something.
the knee now.
I might get lucky.
A super curb stomp?
No.
I mean, that would be really.
Has he done it before? He's gonna try and hit the curb stomp again, and he's gonna. He missed. Yep. Now he's got it. There you go. No! Wow!
Super kick!
I think it's over.
Super
Come
kick!
on. Shit. That's it.
Well, it's only in one F5.
It's one F5.
And he's rolling out.
Okay. If he does another F5, it, I don't know. Seth Rollins has surprised me this match. Maybe I did the right thing.
So as I was saying, if you want, we can still do predictions on the
Hell no.
first.
No, not now.
I said I'm champion. I'm saying I will put my championship on the line in 2 weeks if y'all want to.
Yeah,
Ah,
I was expecting it.
Huh? Okay.
yeah, it's.
Tilt the world.
I think Brock's gonna. It looks like Brock's gonna win, but you never know. Come on.
German.
Yeah, it's
And
over.
he held on. His finisher isn't a German. German.
But it doesn't matter.
He held on.
No, the hat trick. No, Devo.
No, you might. Come on, Seth. You did it once.
Yeah, that is a hat trick.
Come on, Seth.
I mean, I'm not saying that wouldn't hurt, but it looked like a lot of fun.
Seth, I don't know if he's gonna get any more offense. Oh no. It's over. Damn it.
Roar! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, That means I love you, Seth, and Dinosaur. So don't worry. Brock loves you, Seth. I didn't know Brock Lesnar loved Seth Rollins so much.
Luchasaurus watching this match like, oh, how sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Look
it's
at-
going
look
to
at
be
Brock, look
Best
at
Friends
him.
versus the Dark Order.
Look at him.
Dun, 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 dun. Boom!
Yeah, it's.
Dark Order had a match
Just pin him already, please.
against some Stonehawks guys
Hmm.
from old WE. Was it an OWE show? Maybe.
Oh no.
OWE's
Oh no, there's an F5 into that.
I see it wasn't an F5 into that.
Good. You see? Wow, this is
Is
actually.
he going to bust himself in a hard way?
I do have to say, this is actually a good match.
Because for some reason in SummerSlam, he loves bleeding.
Who?
Either himself bleeding or making someone else bleed. Mr. Brock Lesnar.
Yes! Come on.
So now it's going to be the Super Stomp.
No. And we're back
Ooh!
we're back to Suplex City.
It's like knees versus German suplex.
See what he's doing wrong. He's not hitting the V trigger. You gotta go. You gotta.
What?
You gotta spam that V trigger, man.
Yeah, first save up your special, then you hit the V trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, man.
He's thinking real hard. Boom.
Uh-oh. Taking off the glove?
When I take off my gloves, it's like a switch, man. It's like a switch. Name that movie reference. It wasn't gloves, but you should be able to get it.
Nope.
But reference.
Whoa! He flew. What's the real
Wrong
line?
When I turn my head around, it's like a switch. It's like a switch, man.
No idea what movie.
Yeah.
Give me a hint. Who's the major character?
That'll give it away.
The actor is Sylvester Stallone.
Rocky?
No.
Is it Rambo First Blood?
No, I would have really been out of place.
Was it the Italian Stallion?
No, it was definitely not the porno.
Wait, was it the Expendables?
No.
Was it something I've seen?
I don't know.
Ah,
I don't know what you saw.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Was he in Rhinestone Cowboy?
Mm-hmm. He was the
No.
horrible singer with Dolly Parton.
It's definitely not that.
Drat. Oh, crap. I honestly don't think I know this.
Think the build-up for Triple H versus Scott Steiner in WWF or WWE, whichever it was at the time.
Oof. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
It was over the top.
Battle Royale.
Said over the top.
Oh, that's the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it was an arm wrestling movie. That's
Come
why I
on,
said like
Seth.
Triple H, Scott Steiner. They would always do these like dumb things. One of them was an arm wrestling match to build up for their pay-per-view matchup. But it was like this line. I'm not even sure if it was. It's probably from him. I'm guessing. But it's like when I turn my head around, it's like a switch, like a switch.
I've actually never even heard of that movie or seen it.
I was just thinking of it recently because this vlogger I follow that does a lot of traveling, he ended up running into a towing company that the name of over-the-top towing. So he was making that reference.
Mm-hmm.
That was really interesting, that guy. I don't know when this was, but he was touring around the country in an RV, seeing small towns and roadside attractions.
No.
Small towns and roadside attractions and stuff. He was in this one little town in Texas. He was checking out the courthouse and the hanging tree, which is this big live oak in front of it that they hang people on.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was there, he ended up running into the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins, who was doing a vlog of his own, touring in an RV from Chicago to LA by first going down to Texas and then over.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's just a real interesting thing. Two guys doing the same thing. One of them is a YouTuber. The other is the lead singer of one of the top alternative rock bands of the 90s. I think he just ended up meeting him. He seems nice. They actually got along together and ate lunch, and the guy bought him lunch for him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But I say this is the second time he's done it too. He did it once before going the Route 66 route.
Today
Going through a table.
greatest day I ever known. Can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's just
Are you
too
kidding me?
long. Will blow.
No.
I don't know all the lyrics, but yeah. Smashing Pumpkins was actually a pretty good band.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a super stomp.
Is that what he's going for? No.
Oh, Frog Splash.
Oh, he's not grabbing his knee, is he?
Nope. Still grabbing his tummy.
Come on, Seth. Can I get lucky? What's wrong?
They just screwed up.
Production.
No, not really. They were just showing you that.
Ah, he didn't get all of it.
I didn't really expect them to. He got enough to at least break the table.
Is this like a no count out match? Because why isn't the ref counting?
Well, because he was tending to both of them.
I think it was 10 seconds from the going through the table to now.
You think so?
No.
No?
Especially not with how slow they count.
Super stomp. Are you kidding me? Just do the super stomp. You will win the stinking match with a super stomp.
Thank you.
Did you see that they have
But you won't be champion.
Hey.
new forms for Pokemon in the Galar region in the new game?
I did not.
One of them is going to be one for Weezing, where he's going to have these big top hats that look like smokestacks.
Damn it!
And he's going to have like poison smog to look like beards. So he looks like a nice little industrialist. It's based in England.
Okay.
So it does have like an industrial revolution theme in some of it. So, but
Come on, Seth.
But I like it a lot. There's also showed one for Zigzagoon, where he even gets a new evolution too. The final evolution looks like a ferret's kiss, like Gene Simmons in the ferret form. Because he's black and white, and even has like this. Which one has the star? Gene Simmons is the demon, but the other one
It's
has
over.
the star.
That's it. No! Holy shit!
But it is like spikes all over. Another curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that.
He won.
Holy shit!
So what was the whole point of having Brock Lesnar involved in all this anyway?
I don't know.
Crazy.
Good job.
Sit down.
I'm being a little jerk, okay?
How am I being a little jerk? You're the one who was man enough to go onto the 31st. You didn't have the balls. You just had to switch your pick. So
Wait, who
whatever.
never said I was gonna
Sound like
defend my
all
title on the 31st? Who never said I was gonna defend it on the 31st?
You did.
Never said
39
that.
times.
Never said that.
Yes, you did. While this match was going on, I was like, "So if I win, do you still want it?" You kept going, "No, no, no." I was like, "Okay, whatever, dude." So yes, you did say that 3 separate times. Oh, he's crying.
Yeah, I guess so.
Why is he crying?
Because all the stuff up to now wasn't enough to bury him as a door.
Oh, thanks.
At least Canada still likes him.
Maybe they don't have Twitter.
I guess not. Oh man.
Okay, so I got it to present to DJ as first time Smaller Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion of Picking Things. Congratulations.
Picking things?
Yeah. But we were supposed to like pose with it, like holding this for the transition.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It only took me almost 3 years. Or 2 years.
So,
Something like that.
are we waiting until the
May
next
your reign
WWE
be
pay-per-view?
long and ended by me.
So DJ, are we waiting for the next WWE pay-per-view, or are we going all out for all of us? That's your decision. That's all I'm gonna ask. I'm not gonna try to bribe you one way or the other.
You'll be here Sunday?
Next week?
Yeah.
Yes, I will be here next week. That's our podcast next week.
Alright, I'll let you know then. I'll make a special announcement then.
Yeah, so in 1 week's time, we'll have a special announcement.
Maybe. We're probably not going to do it, but you never know.
Wait, you gotta stop crying. You gotta be like, the childhood dream has been realized.
Finally!
I'm pretty sure you're not on camera at all.
No? Yeah, I am. Maybe.
By the way, you're welcome.
No, I know.
So they better do something. So what? Why have like the last 3 years they just totally buried Money in the Bank?
I don't know, whatever.
You know what the best Money in the Bank was? The last one I watched at your house. On your dad's computer. When Dean cashed in. You remember?
When every single one of the Shield was a champion.
Yeah. That was like the best Money in the Bank I can remember. Yes!
All right.
Yes!
So,
Thank you.
final thoughts on that match?
That was a good one. I like the
A lot of offense.
pretty intense. Did a good job. Made it really interesting.
They did.
Well, like really intense. So yeah, good match overall. Very exciting and well paced.
And we can't.
And overall, I think only 2 matches where it was underwhelming. So good job, WWE. A very successful SummerSlam in our books.
Like Kevin Owens and
I didn't care for.
I didn't care for the Kevin Owens or the Goldberg or I guess I don't know. I wouldn't bother looking at it.
I didn't really care for Trish Stratus and Charlotte.
That was a good match. I like that match just because Trish had a lot of offense.
I was just about average.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't anything too special.
The sad thing is with WWE nowadays, you know who's gonna win. So if the offense isn't there, to me the matches aren't as good.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of picks wrong today. And if you weren't allowed to change your vote, you would have also gotten Brock Lesnar wrong today. So
Technically, I did, but
they actually did a good job shaking things up.
we always, yeah.
I think half of the card was very predictable. The other half was,
Right.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
For once, they did surprise run a couple matches.
So I'd say Kofi, Randy, good.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rock was great. Just as ratings.
If y'all had to pick,
Yeah.
if y'all had to pick one match, best match of the night.
Seth Rock.
Wow. Hey, don't glow.
I actually have to say Ricochet AJ. Way better than the last match, and it was actually really cool surprise finish with catching him off the top into the Styles Clash to win it. I really enjoyed that one. It was not what they did last time, where just slow and plodding. It was actually high paced,
But
really athletic.
I would go and say that no one can say that I'm biased there. So
You're biased.
I picked Seth Rollins with Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, even if I don't like the wrestlers, I'll still give them a fair shake.
No, yeah. I mean, we weren't thinking you weren't biased at all. What was your favorite match of the night?
Out of what I saw, I would probably say the AJ Styles Ricochet match, because I do like high flying, and that was probably one of the high flying, fast paced match. So that would probably be my favorite if I would have saw it. But out of the ones I saw, I'd say the last match with Brock, because Brock actually had some really good offense in that match, more than I'm used to per se. So that was really exciting to see, I guess. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens at Night of Champions.
And also really interesting, there was only one title change for WWE tonight. Only one.
Which was?
No?
Seth Rollins.
Well,
Kofi
AJ
kept
was
his,
champion.
AJ's kept
Right,
his. Yeah.
Thinking about that.
All
Yeah,
the
okay.
women kept theirs.
I mean, we're predicting no championships. So
Exactly.
So that's surprising then.
Alright.
Okay, so let's end the stream now.
Yeah, it's time to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for talking to us on the chat. It was really, really fun. We really highly appreciate it. Please let us comment down below and let us what you thought about the SummerSlam 2019 show. Give us your thoughts, your opinions, and we will read and comment back to you. Ask us all the questions you like, and we will answer them.
Yes.
After you do all of that, don't forget to give us those sexy, sexy likes.
And the unsexy ones.
Then go share this video and all of our videos to your friends.
And your enemies.
Once you do that, you might as well subscribe to the channel, so that way you are part of the Smarky family. Then go ring that notification bell, because
You want to get notified for when we go live for a podcast shooting with the Smoky family every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Around that time,
Hey.
we'll go live for pay-per-view events like this, live reactions. Not only WWE, but AEW, maybe going back to more Impact in the future. And just when we put out videos or polls or information or anything like
exactly.
So I'm going to have to actually be here.
Next week around 1 o'clock will be our podcast shooting with the Smarky family, and like Liam says, you want to be notified when that happens. Also, the Saturday after that, it's going to be a day of wrestling where we get to see Takeover Cardiff. We get to see New Japan and their hopefully we get to see that. Hopefully it's on their streaming service and it's not their we have to wait for it like other shows.
that. It wouldn't be. It'd be blocked in probably in the UK,
Oh, okay.
but that would be blocked here.
Okay, well we'll also stream that side
That
by
stuff
side.
was blocked because it was in America and
Gotcha.
contradicted with the access.
Gotcha.
I don't even know if they have a deal with any British companies.
I
so
see.
this should
Well,
be fine
yeah,
for us.
we should be able to watch that live as well. We'll be doing a double stream there, as well as watching All Out later that night. So it's going to be a full day of wrestling. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at IsaJ_STP.
Follow me on Twitter at Liam_SWA.
Follow me at DJC_SEL.
Also on Twitter.
Yes,
Yes.
on Twitter, sorry.
And also one other thing, check out our channel for the area for the other channels
Yes.
related to us, Skeleton Productions and Sports Enthusiast League, hosted
I will-
by DJ.
I will be starting that
Yeah, we'll be
in
restarting up.
September. Haven't started yet because we had some issues a couple weeks ago, but September will be starting up.
Yes, and we should be back doing all of our geeky stuff on Skeleton Productions really, really soon because the new computer is almost here and excited about that. Holy crap. Thanks again, guys, so much for watching, and until next time, it will be awesome. Later, guys.